Abusia for Brenna, we are live here was Asempa 94.7 the midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show. And pay yes, so Nkonya, Yade Hun Seminano, Eddie Asia, free Shamre, Copim, say, non Kono Ebaba Pemono. Yadi Jumedi Ninano Eddie Shiapa. Today, Wednesday, the 2nd day of April, the year 2025, the year of our Lord. And Yatina Sena Yaba from a very long holidays. Enya Semkumakra on Monday. Lawyer Moses Etnase, Samson Enra, Honorable Kojoba Ajimanso Etnase, Na Yadi Agreeable Seminole Eddie Shiao. And then so, Yasin Konya, the midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show. No, Anopei Matinaswa. Yadi and Comunina Eddie Eba. A free summary copy say non cron ebeba pemo ebe sorry no the midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show and the Asia free Asempa 94.7 the headquarters of Ghana Sports and a Ghana Kasa and a Ghana tea, no doubt about it. Yatnas ya no yedin komani nyina no eba team of able producers nyina obia atnase anopei obia ebo adwuma yedin komani nyina no de ehyehyehye so anopei ewodwumadi so eniti ayana wakai na wahye ne so anopei ewo haramo share me live on Facebook Asempa 94.7 Asempa 94.7 na fe yentumi ending komo bebrebe na anopei ewodwumadi Samson ye kwa ahoma no so a all the exclusive interviews nyina no anopei so yaboaboa no a ye de eba eniti ayana wakai na wahye so with himself from a Monday sa issue of a boxing na ebaye na obi free Nigeria ebekonye na Fofiantoa aye ata na neoma ankoyi a wono so ahwere ne nkwa no sa discussion na no pe da pono so a yeguso a edi nkomo minim de Ghana Boxing Authority no ye de afa ho any meeting chenchire ncha ya tese ne ebitima tofom regarding that particular issue but bibia to ma yebesa ko Nigeria na yetimi akohwe said ye ensem no esitie say whether say abranche no ye mani tumi so meko saa ntokwa no anase ya mani tumi nyina no anopei ehon komo edapono so a yeto eboase na yedie ewodwumadi so eno eye issue a eye serious concern pa ewo ha anopei edapono so enye no nkwa enura ye matches ni mienu etodwa enne de edi wonyina so ebetimi atodwa na whether say House of Folk ebone de won kan anase ommo ewo de Accra Sports Stadium no eno so etwetwere ebo a anopei so yebepe eno so pumasibre na yahwe se de nhye ni nyina no ebesi akọ ewodwumadi so eniti ayana waken ho na ye de sa enkomani nyina no ede aba bibre eka ho ana anopei yesi nkonya ye de Asia o say ye midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show live here on Asempa 94.7 Samson live was it 105.9 ewo the western part of Ghana na enano ewo eye House of Folk nkomo no yaw ampofo ankra edi nkomo wi edi jae yenti we emrasisia.
Yes, that before I was appointed, no, Honorable Kofi Adam had been briefed. They are briefing about the state of affairs or Accra Sports Stadium and I think other edifices. Now, based on that brief, or not taking the lead with, professional consultation and advice, the stadium has to rest so that work is done. And the idea was immediately after Chad game, this would begin. Obviously based on a review. And that was what I came to read. Now, last week, Friday, Saka letter from the GFA, as you mentioned, said they need their Accra Sports Stadium for a few matches for Accra-based teams, Lagos cities, Accra, Accra Lions. And we hadn't yet sat with the FA to look at the possibilities. Are they possible? And I said, yeah, possible. And if possible, how long this would be for and what steps we need to take to ensure that human and property and the structures are protected for the short time. And, that was a plan to meet this week to discuss those, issues. But unfortunately, no, it was the release the Abbase. The double matches were, including midweek match between Hearts and the Nations FC. That was quite unfortunate. It was a communication break. But and the FA and class of officials withdraw out the plan. If it's possible, what needs to be done, and if it's not possible, alternative venues for the GTL matches to be played. So that's the state. That's the current state of affairs.
Okay, enti yaw ampofo ankra ene de enchemu ede eba enti ebeko na ye ne mpenifo edi nkomo ne ahwe ba bia omo ede poma no akosie regarding whether say ha se bebo ne matches no ewo ho anase omo eye matches no ewo ho. But regarding the boxer obehwe ne nkwa ewo eye Ghana ha Nilante Banaman. And so the emunchemu bia twetwe aso kakra ede bai intino.
The General Secretary of the Nigerian Football Boxing Federation, and also the Asempa 94.7, say they sanctioned the boy to come and fight, all right. But boy ni drew Ghana no, you say, matchmaker ni say he is brought in to come and lose to the Nipano Nina Bekuno. So you didn't buy some losing mano. Okay. And I can't say yes, and I catch it. He says, Sadia, or more mano, extra money. Because on the car fee.
So can that be plans I'm
saying what officially the Nigerian Boxing Federation has put on
out there. Okay.
Exactly. I must say, guy, they say, you see, on Beluzima, Ghana, Nino. And honestly, see, there be and yes, and I catch it. And I say, Sadia, obeji extra $500. And almost see they can't pay him that much for that. And I say,
Asempa FM.
see, or son, I just say on Kubium. But you see, Papa Desa say that's the Nigerian Boxing Federation secretary, no. Or see, under boxing regulations, no, weighing and everything is done a day before the fight, and everything is cleared. Say fight now, Basso. Not say call the next day. It just say the boxers that have been sanctioned to fight on that way, no, they are not supposed to fight because should not happen 2 days before the fight. Okay. It should happen a day before the fight. Yeah. And once the boy didn't fight on Friday, he shouldn't have been allowed to fight on Saturday. Sana no statement and yet me making it.
Exactly.
Now, Okasa no see a banis no boy no any ni coach no. Efuka say omu come back to Nigeria. On the way they were called say Omas is someone doing a pese your man is sikana or pen. And so they should come back. He was supposed to fight on Friday. Fight now Basso. One friend back. Waba say on the Saturday no. Because there is another bout on Saturday and that their schedule will be inculcated into that Saturday schedule. Yeah. And to any bar back no and no. But you see, I think that we should look at the medical side of these kind of sports. This is a pugilist sport. You can pugilist sport and I just say it says wrestling, kickboxing. These are and to say football and to say handball and these are ones in a blows body parts in here. I think that medically, we should look at all the medical problems that can ensue out of these things before boxers are sanctioned. And I think because boxing between the ages of from your youth to 40 years, it is allowed. But beyond that, you have to go through rigorous medical checkups before you are sanctioned. Okay. But I think that looking at it, even football, most of the footballers, the general secretary of...
Okay, enti we any enkoma aba uri enkofa ko akata mo boso no emra sisi a yeba yebe efechi na fietimi edi nkomo pa enkoma. Ala mache.
Awodo na me pacho bejo so.
Na ohoye.
Oh Nyankopon adom me hoye pa na nso e.
Nyame adom.
Bibia be fine. Bibia be fine. Nyame na hene kakra. Bibia be fine. Okay. Voice ya na oboy. Papa ma menchia Ghana for na ye nchia ahwefo live on Facebook no menim say Asempa 94.7. Voices ya oboy nyina no menim say what na see no. Ye be sanya the latest development because on Monday no lawyer
we be net na we
Asempa lawyer PJ ene I mean Alhaji Kasai na nran so no abonso ne Kasai ntine see nya the development ayeba because owu boxer ni wu ye no owu weekend na Monday holiday, Tuesday holiday nti autopsy na ntimi ankoso nti na kwa Wednesday idie see ehu se ekosen ye de amum ne ko Nigeria papa ye see oja amamiensa.
Wow.
40 years boxer oja amamiensa
na den obewu ye cheche me.
I want na pe nkomo ayabo from Sunday ebani bia be Tuesday no eche se ya arrange bout man wo Ghana ha.
Okay.
Say nkoba ebe yi free wo kama na obedu ye no pe nkomo ayekoso no enya no award na nka minim se bout no kra no ya ma opponent etimi ka se mane mo
me tie voice in fact enra me monitor but me hu adwire me
serious
anti boxing no so sa corruption
ebi wom yetimi ka se ma we mo na ye ono
promotion
ye mo no promotion na wa discuss ho enim se bout we dey nka papa e kwa akọwe ne pa na wa gibibi nti abrantie no sa anhye ne course no ora sika to dwa no papa na ne ngi sika no ho because all ba no or the kabisu wo fie oni nti obekon awie di akotuatua ntokuro nti o tie sika o di atum ono nso yese ko Nigeria o yo bi ayi nim ne pa international bout dia wakum bebre dia ma Nigeria nti yenim ne wokuro mo nti o tie se sika no ne coach su ne ba no se da bi sa amount no de nya de se be oji ya be boa nti wa twa so a wasi kwan so o kwa alata na de hamen say organizers no kra hwe o mo kire o mo because Nigeria papa ntimi twa flight mo bi emeku okuru ma na
so but the idea say you be promote obi there
okay yeah the idea say o ba
promote obi
yeah ready ya go pon nti baba odu apply o ne say o sanya another course o mra na o san on ni coach ni san ba $500 $500 on Thursday on Friday no or ye ne test yes or ye because now about next Saturday into your science so okono obedu ye no ya anya ne test bia
but nobody carry one
test because about no you see a day before say Saturday Friday obey your test say Friday obey your test no on Thursday but you say Friday no na about bi wo ho
okay
tine de na ntimi amaso nti wa obedu ya ese nkoye another test answer ne about na baso no na pen komo e course no banfo kira mo anye
oni ho live on Facebook Asempa 94.7 brand e behwe na ala etu owu
kokko
hwe
papa okko
twede brand kan no so
na utie Alhaji Amin komo na o se bout no kra na e course no na elidi o
no
na elidi on an LED.
No, but the Ghana Boxing Authority were a lot of questions.
Baba, a lot of questions.
A lot of questions to answer because
I want to know.
I was saying bout here, a sanction bout.
Bout, yeah.
I was saying you certify brand and say medically
okay
to come and fight.
Yes.
Any the
procedures of family.
So I think we know say the minister can so more
twetwe mu no bia ne hu wom bia na papa ye ntimi jai ne sa keke because the Ghana Nigeria assembly ye kan sa de we hu ni sa no bi be fa ne say no enye easy enough from kra so be invite you be free ni krom so meko na e bia ye mfa ne say men kan say o man fa the proper channel so ye mfa ne say anamo e so utu ansa sa about we abaso no se uja bi wom na afa ne say normal ho fam fa kire bia ne simple a e de asem na aba na e o ontimi fam fa kire enye ne simple se ne mamie say waje o mo hoyi no e hwan papa hwan na e kofa ho ka
e serious
ti say de obi ko ya ye nya apanyin bi manage tum se mehwe ne ma no papa we Ghana na Nigeria na e kohwe ne ma if you say enye sanction bout a papa enye sanction bout a say mo ho
yes problem ba.
Say no sanction
problem.
la.
A big problem pa. Until America said the Ghana Boxing Authority, no, we move a lot of questions to answer.
Papa, what I say, normal say, yes, will be more the see what UK see baby and you'll be asem. But the assist see and ye bisa once more. Say offer proper channel no. Say about to embrace with the assembly anywhere. But say yes sanction bout na nipa say we free man. Asem kese o yere wo mamiensa. Mamiensa. Mate, I want to say update for because after holiday there, Bibi because into Bravo come Komra. Asempa 94.7 FM after our long holiday, you know, ya sign no Asia and April Bossumin Tosso Mienu Ewon Fiempino and Dunu enum 2nd of April 2025 and then a spy Wednesday and then Ukwada na Oko Chirunuma yes nene da Judas STC who ye Yesu mae enti se urema na spy Wednesday enti ye mo akwaba na yasan amwache edi aba Asempa 94.7 FM so the ultimate sports morning show no na waso eguso a utie wani so ehwe live on Facebook Asempa 94.7 okohwa ubetimi abomodern na wahye edi amaye call search engine no Asempa 94.7 wo Facebook okwa like it na share efamaye group bia wom on Facebook no na wo de atum kama edi amaye na wasan share comment section so no mesra ubetimi edi wadwenchie bia wo no ato comment section wo edi amaye mrepam no award winner ebekenkan edi amawo ebre aso no ewo jumadi so no delbon krata no naposo ne de ebrel ene wuku anopai but de kan no meko my joy online na makope kakra eda ho anopai e de abrel sanso na adom online so de eda ho bia no me de beba ho ansa mako the publisher ene the inquisitor so e de wumbia ama anopai oko adom online so jumadi amidi no de yenua ba the vestel mama the adorable lady Mavis Amara the fire lady etinem ne de emma when the absence no Dennis Asamoah popularly known in the system as Alatula metinemu edi ama yeko adom online or say Chidomhine of Mampon brofu yedru meded enti oko asante Mampon Chidomhine wo ni din ene nana or say bonsu wo brofu yedru nso no yesi nipa bonfo bi nso akodi na wu a ene no yaje ne kra edi afri ni nsem esi ewo no ankasa ne kam yesi yekoe na ne ti ebutumoja mu ewo ne kam a eno so ho nsem kakra abetodwa adom online okohwa ida hwa ide emma wo adom online krona no or say fuel prices set to rise from today and the 2nd April no and also the about say but not all oil companies will follow suit enti eno the mo Yusuf Fango edidi mujuma no eba ye say ene no there Fango bono ebe basro and April by a boss me a tosumi but oil companies in a new beer never managed or better need and also a kakra a daho you call my joy online stories that my joy online or say minority demands explanation for February gold and cash seizes by national security and no my joy online and also the daho obekaya February bossome no yes national security wo nkrankrudi amode wani chire sape mampata mu wa yeko bopie gold bi ene dollars so na enna form kra enti man don kuma ewo mrahye bedwam chirima sa gold ene dollars a eche kure ya yeko sizi ewo ho no mpanyfo ema mo hu de puma sibre yakoye say de kwhye kokoma yidi enti explanation emra eno de ukọ my joy online eda ho yeko da ubon krata no so anopaya na uguso ehweme ewo Asempa 94.7 sanso ena multi TV decoder no so kwa obetimi monitor the publisher na me corner front page down so ye de ama say government louds GBC's plan to establish refinery and the front page of the publisher and Ghana Bauxite Company and so I say omo omu bebie refinery na no ena mampanyi aba o mabaso pa e wo saa nhyehyɛ Ghana Bauxite Company ayese omu beye no enti the publisher ede no so honsem kakra e ba anopai Mr. Oparijan Tibreke say oda the inquisitor so oda no anopai mechiao or say fixing the ECG mixing containers and the front page of the Inquisitor or say GRA's view unveiled the Bix Mahames letter pop-up and we so no okwa the eba NSA ECG containers no ensensem no krata sembi ezu epp ma na ese manioma bi ani da ho se de beya ECG fo nso ebetimi ayi nioma no na abetodwa se Ghana Revenue Authority for so ho nsem abewurama sesi ana yapa ho ntoma ne anopai the Inquisitor ediaba eno so no mede ho nsem emao oko front page corner so say government louds GCB plan to set up refinery no minim say mede ma the publisher the Inquisitor oko de biba so ede no so ho nsem kakra abetodwa anopai a utie mi na ohweme a mede eno so etu anim corner no so ho abi no or say Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe congratulates Muslims when him say Idil Mubarak ya Ekow so a dodo na edia fofida from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday but you be there no holiday and you go Ekow so ane osum ye no na franka tufo abadi echi odema NDC amanyo Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe so abon kramofo abaso a ye de ho nsem kakra mao na ukọ Nkrata no Faitosu Enuma or say I have original minister raises concern over rampant drug abuse by the youth and it is here akwabina kan say rampant rapidity amrantia unim ready no okono obi anom na ready no why transaction gam no si we just odi nsugu no so enti ni nyina no ukọ ahafo regional minister so ede kokobo aba yede ho nsem ema nkrata no ene online sem kakra eba spy Wednesday anopai no mejina na me de ni nyina apem na award winner asan amajumadi no atoaso
ala ma me enna wase se odiko akrata mo boso no ede eba na ye bo akiri ahwe eye bout no any boxer no ho ensem kakra
okay ehia pa
ya timi ya pe ne puma sibre enti amanfo guso ye adwuma
okay
guso ye adwuma because I was say ye pe ne puma sibre what you say
sure papa
say pe ne puma sibre na hey
because asem na edin papa say obi ebetimi akogina ring him abra the proper measures as ye digu apono so no yemfa nguye nka na no yo yemfa no so obedu Friday nanka yamana aya another test on Saturday nanka bra kwaku ye the bout na kwhye Sunday o de me che what because only ye ni allergy I mean lamp today nkomo no o che say prior to Saturday no be bout no be baso no nanka omunim se nka ye Friday until Thursday o ye ni test Thursday eti Friday na amaso no all so akwalata
na Friday test no ye dey kwesi sen
ne hode say oba no or the report by I kire say or your fit enti I mean kire say all this report ne ba omo so san ye another one a kire say bibia okay wa so they did that one but onam kwa so obedru Friday no na there was no test
wow
obedu Friday no na nka ese nka test baso so obedu ye na nka test ne baso anka e bia bout no nka ni kwa se baso Saturday because untimi ye test na Saturday na nkoko Sunday nkoko Saturday kro na a day before nti ubeko Sunday or Saturday ubeko Saturday or Friday ubeko Friday or Thursday this is a lot of fun so mpa
Debi anope na ye ni obi di nkomo Nigeria ensema e ba no
Nigeria kwa anope mama wonko ho
ano odin pa
so
odin pa enti ye pese hunu position of the Ghana Boxing Authority what you say ye hu the position of the Ghana Boxing Authority
okay
de omo anamo matu ne baby ma kodru
okay
invade ni pani bi di nkomo sisi a ono so are direct e de fa baby
fufro
ye pese etie Ghana for na no
papa questions are ye bisa ni say you know esi wo ye mamu ha enti ministry no bibia wi aso so ne mano way forward anything
problem
ne mano way forward anything
problem.
Say any sanction fighter. Nigeria for the bit me yina mayo. Ana
say minister so much investigation.
So much investigation.
Because Kofi Adams so wabebro.
What is the baba hoba and semu piano do.
Wabebro.
And I dear baby be so to one among.
Oh, of course, yeah, under your sector.
Dear baby be so to one among.
And they wouldn't be share minister say.
Some question say.
Too bad. Too bad.
Na the boxer so papa o kwa no coaching kwa
na ka na be wati e bia so
because your football ya boy say club qualify for Africa o kwa say efe no ma rep mani di wachi
oh say ne chef de mission be
yeah it's award na ne kwan so no because say bibia akoso a the report ma federation no enti ono ba ne say
o e bia boxing
different and e bia the pen so my
Oba when manager and be our medical team member ba could be depending on your pairs. You can't down on why dimu na ade ko. O said the Nigerian
Boxing Federation ti omo ma obi man say recognized bout I am obi man say from the GBA.
Now
I want to make
now the obi di na chi na nko bewu as obewu.
Enye obewu anko bewu. Nka na de yeti. Nka yenti o. Nigeria for say enye sanction. So be Nigeria for no ma GBA but awaduna nti Ghana Boxing Authority say Ghana ni bi recognized about in communication from the association GBA for any micro no.
You can see I said until we did bia.
Bakwaku odi yem fa say GBA for obi kokun with Spain na Spain for so association ni no mo di nkoma nti GBA for ntubo for mani ni na chi ni nko say about we or Spain.
No say Spain there hon there.
Abago kwa zembe na kai Spain there but Ghana to Ghana there in two
Nigeria there
Ghana to Nigeria there for bin kan ho because about we say the publicity net saying I could say even my house will be me na general ring me freezing my bones the about to be a baby papa say yet kroma who said the AC ko anana we to be any kwan so be ate any kwan so be ate kra we na asi no say anamotu obi a yes ye faso no say the ministry any Ghana Boxing Authority for edi nkomo bi papa so mudi na Nigeria for no eboju eboto mo yem
the matchmaker the matchmaker or she share fight no promoter no ono na say your friend na wotimi edi ncheche mu na de man for na match no on the be friend Nigeria boxer no Africa Ghana abekun wa ha ne ade
na urem no mse be
ai ho na ye pese kokko na yetimi di nkomo no yebe call ehia pa me da se wa bai de yen other issues
me da se wa bai de yen ko ho na papa we de menim se enye asembia wo ho enye asembia ehu bia but asembia ba wo ho da bia na ye bo FA president di papa we are passing through okay say eni say Benjamin Asare Bakwa ku hu so te trotro ma eno de so bo ko bo efi
abere na de so bo abo efi
ama for de so bo efi president say Benjamin Asare ya hu ni so te trotro
na yo no
oh papa fe video no ne dia yo no hu video ne dia ono a
na hu video no say na chinkwa na chinkwa
papa na nti hu ben but me chere say papa Benjamin Koda Black Stars 2 days in Metoka wana ana Benjamin Ekow Black Stars inti
no say FA president side
say FA president say why league ni yanka Benjamin Dakam ana na mama reason ka ana
made me who I be because your friend is saying Kwame Parado first I know me wo fi keto mo no utimi frɛ Kwame Parado so be ni interview na odina trotro line bi okra no ofa moto
na awodo na nti yemma Benjamin pressure say sky wanya ni won fa nkotoko ana
o dabi
obi no nti omo tran trotro mo nyanipa nti mesre me worry na pressure dey my boy no mo bia me man pressure say wakọ Black Star me ho akora na bra ni mu o nipa not na chi waka ni mu say no face na nko ntimi ntwa ben
But I was here confirm say you know and I say you.
Oh, Papa, video now you show no Facebook so more. Ana the Facebook there.
Allah, we got it.
How but more be so nga player no. More be a man pressure be a ukruma. Oh, the when you now be talk them. No on funny means or because every own fee say wako Black Star and Saka skabinti only in your no be a dini sikanya for your fool. Yet may my band assume jono. Now they also better when you V8 binati matna V8. The whole son say okoto V8. Me and for
Ghanaian players about the Ghana Premier Dodo send the workers.
Ghanaian, yes.
Dodo send.
And you, Mr. Chairman, and tell me Papa Isano and Yamaka ya. Would the class players Dodo say?
No, start.
And Timon may enjoy a who Kroma, Namudia Bibia, Namudia Quay News. No more money per pressure who Kromas out until on for him. The baby officer who Batono, one else who did differ. And Bagwaku, Black Stars about home, Jim.
Okay.
And your bomb abaso. Nko dem you know what the my no. And after Chad no Madagascar no, me sure say a human nko die. Even though say it was September, I be see akan no. Otoado, any Shefa, any Desmond, any mpanyfo a e dey twa saa kon no, e be do baby e do no. Brakwaku they shouldn't sleep.
Yeah.
They shouldn't sleep because Comoros now you know group I no. They say no so 12 points are, you 15 points. And Ghana ni bia ni wa. No what GDA say. You bet me akoshe Madagascar 3 goals na akoshe wo ho no even though Chad was a boogie sider ni na him say Chad dey obo kroma dey obi e hye nti ye be hye ni bi nti dey ye ka akire the ministry na obi a wo mbia na from the sports ministry in the sector ho Ekow the management committee of the Black Stars and Camera the technical team any playing body ni nyina no bra kwa ko mu nyina ye o mafam dey because say enye adwumaden ene nkoden na omoko ya nka ye knew this far and the am den say omo tie Ghana for your pressure e dey mo omo hu say Ghana for yan qualify for Morocco no obi ani abre it is onya call up even though players ni o de Bagwaku say o de AFCON any World Cup no gun send so players ni be World Cup na ja AFCON no because World Cup no the ultimate player be person okobi so o ball club side na say breaki na say ye call World Cup now far back feel come say when you call up Bagwaku ba umudu eche player be when you call up on the national side it is anko dey omokonde ma no they shouldn't sleep Otoado e more to add up to the oye ma no eti obi a akon anko dey ma ni bia no September obeka se mu abata nwasa
but say yes o mo be call
England for 4 days 4 nations tournament be I think July July into a miracle and said ni hosa and also another advice to Benjamin on ye obi a Bagwaku jagu bench mpa but you because ne hono na attention no more pa so here Black Stars here tem bia ye bebo din ye bekasa Inaki Williams nche Antoine Samayo nche but tem bia no atizigi ye how ni na da bia na ye atizigi and don't forget say against Chad and Madagascar no obi a won lack of the poem ya nche da mu se o yes saves more pa but e bia ukobo sa tournament no na be a pressure beba no different from the unya no ha no it is a one take you training this serious papa on several occasions the local players be omanya call up by no mota ugo mo kon e massem nsawie obone champs okra o your player be onya call up no o call company players no kra ntimi nkasa no ho broko kuma hubi ama on the defenders dey no defenders ne kire ne se wo so wa ma ho so na obenya call up no bi ma me yahwe.
Wow.
Ball as a defenders defender no my omo money. Ento kwan bi obefa so ball no beba beto net bi beba beto net. And papa said the goalkeeper on the poem na se ball meto net a depend calculation ne kasa no keep said obefa so range defenders. Communications. It is a umma obeti so oya wadwen say na we ben when you call up. Enti wo ba o club side no wa be sore agina obi kon so a emoa. Enti ni training any nioma bia na onye bia no this time around no he should sit upright said the bear next call up bia no Bagwaku said the one ni ne ubehu because one you careful no one fan nioma serious now ko July na eye car ebedu September no one ha there another one aba and papa don't forget the national team be anywhere 17 din wo mo
Mame kwa homa no somra mame ne senior Ekow Asmah any enkomo adope ewo the ultimate sports morning show no so a senior journalist and of course oba obi a central adwuma wa bene ewo boxing mu a untimi money pa ba ku mi no din a onfa Ekow Asmah edin emba senior adope good morning bibia boko de
yes adom moye pa na moye
nyame adom ye ho ye pa na anope na mse enye nkomo papa na no wa your favorite game boxing and about bako top from Ghana ha opponent from Nigeria so be training kwa ha minim so we follow the story keenly e dey na wa gather regarding that story
ladies and gentlemen the studio ho I perform with the Asempa all over the that's a master area now. They can in Ghana and no football go to that box to you. And my goodbye. And me up think Ghana next Nigeria also I am for Ghana Nigeria competitions. I need to scoring. But when they competitive sport, that circumstances are only funny rules. Every year to sport, that we are very losing the I have to talk about Ghana box. That's the thing. And yes, it's for Obibe regarding some particular narrative. Now, I put them to some narrative. They say, Obia only
senior
yes
hello senior
agree
but mo sign cutting number from say line no aye kakra na yen sign we say benya senior Ekow Asmah back on the line all I'm say senior make a very valid point but yen share down telling
mo na honti on sam review na o metche ni mo mai because the senior the said the rock akukan no arehosem na we yewu no so this is the okọ ball a obi yewu okọ box park so obi yewu
enti yen ko box na now so
eni pewu akọ bi na kesi kumasi tunke eni pewu
mame nko na me senior what me nkan
I'm too kapa
na line no you kakra so mo sign free back bi me patch say the kakra enti yen ko
yo na da me kan say obi ba kumon lose no ne ya che sansam na but na ba pete mu say
yeah
say no say no crow aba out akọ ewiase nyina say Ghana say utimi ko your mouse kasa ko na lose that alone is very bad for Ghana boxing say no crow sasa no say be pie no at the fee about Ghana boxing who papa. I azuma Nelson Kromo.
Yeah.
Our International Boxing Hall of Fame. And the idea Azuma Nelson around the world and yes more. It's in the Chrome that's awesome way and yet a cry produce 10 world champions. You better enough say Ghana ya kunto kwa it me mo biskase on luzu. And only the cost. Also, stories now are banning I don't know the cost in my estimation because Cheyenne or buy and I say, yeah, Sassam na Yakano, I yanya proof. Sassam no, I'm passing see ya. Say, and come on, of us some number. Say, Onyako, original dates and cause Okono. So, the machine.
Yeah.
Aha, and successful with Sanka and Koba. Obi better so be but these are their courses.
Sure.
Aha, and to say there would have been the way in our year for Thursday, it would have been for Friday.
Yeah.
So I think could be entering besides Argentina, they call a different date in one way in the day before. Just ask them came beside.
Yeah.
Aha, and to me feel say probable cost no how the shaft here. It's some matchmakers no. First point, Nipala trainer. Ekow be na so ne na Ekow na friend no buy na ade na trainer no maintain no masem
yeah
no one say maintain no masem nya ka nyina say yes no trainer na on box and na ma Omujina so kasa na omuba say omuba ko ne kasa omunji scan lose no. Trainer na maintain the numasem.
Okay.
And to I don't want to mean kasa
Okay.
Almost more questions to answer. So I didn't know also omunji penny say I'm passing say the more scam will lose wa. I didn't know omunji ho penny and yet sikasam tin am penny some beku. But sikasam no correct and come back there to Musa Dana Aku Friday no. Almost more questions to answer. Trainer no, Musa on Kasai. He must be questioned.
Yep.
And Sana, matchmaker now, I say, all CSS say, say no. Mention no matter. And to answer investigations, the area, I don't mean any conclusions. But there are lots of questions, starting from GBA, then the matchmakers, organizing fighting, everybody must be questioned one by one.
Okay.
Also, Ghana investigations over the years, you can say investigations are be an EGDO. Because the investigation Ghana Yemfa and who conclusion be out until that. Intimate investigation, I am one kakra. Say, I didn't see investigations start from even the recently from Australia, a Commonwealth Games out to now, and some see our feminine will be unconscious. We are mindful for to minimum no investigation, and para bepedia and minimum. So, into no, what do you mean, Casa investigation, on Ben Kululu, and on Ben Ye, now, so no, almost here be some question. Anybody connected with this fight from GBA all the way down, or say Biso Obiano and not Obia trust statement. Obia statement from the police, and then also investigation. Teach him maintain so Bayanka say Osumesi and Osumesi. They say also not clarity because when I one show be clearly now I'm off on Jindi. Now a sports in the best say crap because boxing there. In fact, for a while now I struggle and see when you're there. I told you the Diagro pet. What set sports in the ding forever? Because I'm calling you that I'm calling you Ghana to win amateur ranks in the area, Kaka. And last Olympics and Kobe. Commonwealth Games the area, African Games the area. Oh, and to know to be my way over and to defend Diagro to pay from the sports ministry all the way. I said almost any a security agency's name, a IGP, I saw better on the table so. Oh, I was and this is spell bia.
Okay.
Now I am a damn trying in this some be muswa. Now both are for you who live across baby Anna, it is you who but you bubble way about where the one about. Yeah, yes, I want to clean the sport. Anna, sir, GBA for operation. Or see, I say all the fights that is seen in the past. No, Saturday I was one. It's a way across for major commission of inquiry.
Okay.
A Brazil has some Black Stars in December 2014. Abaya and then also. Yeah, inquiry no into football. No, where crowd will be pay. That time will be a war. 2014 will be a war. But where the only pay will be. Obi Manson Abanti, Commission of Inquiry, and if you say President Mahama or on call for that. Now, you years old in your own summer woman in a Obi, I was a China Subia, a China.
And this is a master net Dakra.
Oh, David, a major issue. A major issue. That's a Brazil 2014 as some no. Only Papa Kukreu. And so you who send a Sipeja, some to Peja, and you got there, they took my so. President Mahama friend Diagro, where there, so since 2014, you know, because innocent person, whatever the circumstances are, so no cry a mistake, cry, or who are innocent, and you know, and he said the Diagro cry. Me, Mama, I think in here commission of inquiry.
Now, say GBA is
Diagro cry and spell be
GBA is why very quiet, and
I'm also I say.
I'm also I say,
Papa, because that's something we didn't see that.
Because you are Bopuma, you know, we are my.
I'm sure I'm lawyers and I advise some say. Now, in boxing, when somebody's down, you don't hit him. It's, you know, Nikwe, that's why I'm not going to hit him because he's down. In boxing, when somebody's down, you don't hit him. So I'm not going to hit him. You make say, you hear investigations. Because near your partner say Obi better say Papa Maestro I him and the cray.
Yeah.
Then now near Saudi. By the time I nipa no be hu no cray no na udi na seri.
But
I am very careful with that. I'm not going to hit him. He's down. I'm not going to hit him.
But
investigation.
Yeah, investigation we na processes no and call said you was in corner. There's the GBA will have a problem pa.
It's a problem pa because say if you aba go atare man ya to fie go o dan ho a. E to baka say enya na here ntu be just e fi na egu dan ho sa.
Debi.
Also enya na here kula also o papa fi no so also a dan ho nyina also because I old dan. And so sadly say a GBA official bia involved kra. I see now they have to do everything to clean the image completely. And they also did almost some of them I'm sure say lawyers now. I can't tell some Mukasa for now because answer will be used as them way I don't know. One come back 1 or 2 questions when you are new year next I say something. But within 72 hours, so if I say holiday and then they are quarantine, almost don't call. But I say and then your holiday maybe and come home.
Yeah.
This week, before the end of the week, also to be clear, Wednesday, between and then also move out with a statement and also move meet the press. I think the best way, if they are really prepared, is to do a press conference. Now media to maybe some question be on between maybe
Senior November, na wase na yemfonsia yebeto aso.
Oh, me chair ebisha phone.
Nyame enka pa senior Ekow Asmah na o te sa no pe ye no edin kom. Ala asabnam se said na yesu hunu no ne ehunu se
ne ehunu se simple bi nti obi ya betimi afa so akọ. Said your interview now here no say government in fan hunjim. Yen set a committee for inquiry ni yenwura saade we commission okay commission na yenye bibia de si ya bragwaku we buy starting from Ghana Boxing Association president so say nikwe papa babi owo bia no je gu ni chem ni jacketwa because yes je gu ni chem ni jacketwa whether say bout we sanction 1 say questions ni na no informa ni yi ano and kwan be ne fa so a ebedu this level a ye do nei because time bia no say o pese ugidin pa o ye ne o papa but say o ye ne o ma be me ya bodi a won say da bia Ghana ye beba picture no ma na ne o ma e hunku a we ukoba bia obi a o ye sports bia aka ho asem and ye ka ho asem no ne ye bisa say den na ma sa de we esi ye den pa na be koso a we betimi asi ye won panfo bebre wo kuro ma bagwa ko mu nim the ebekoso about betimi ayden abaso na sesi no baba organizer no wen manager or js about we see ni na so say
the matchmaker
promoter na hwan the promoter is match we enti enye obi ya na promoter game no e ba ni say no obi ya hyase but if is about we course na abaso body bia pie ya nga promoter unity
oh amanfo atwumuti
nka amanfo ba twumuti ya no pe ya be shine
ya bo bout no wo hade the GB must be of the known. Also, yes.
I'm going to host you, yeah. And the GBA for Papa, they cannot tell us about omunim ho animal to be a koso. And over Sika, Papa Uko Jina bring him Mama Abu Bow and Impa and 500 in there.
The process is new we are. And San Yasan Befe say, a no crazy, your catcher will be said, Brabil lose fight, no, lose fight from promo to be. I don't think that sports no. San Emmanuel.
Oh, boxing, yes, yeah, koso. Oh, boxing, no, yes, yeah, koso. Ye timi catch will be say my way more near mouse say. Do bet me agina ye hu dede atwa pentin kwa saa obakwa ko nyina ring him no. Awodu na no ni ba bia okokon afa.
Too bad.
Too bad. But said the issue na kwaye no Ghana fa. I say Ghana fa saa asem we. No ni Nigeria. We Ghana Nigeria. Ni Nigeria for ni enuanom. Enti say asem we ba na wan fa kwan pa hu kwan a minim sa sat now mpanfo e wosoro kra edi nkomo wosoro.
Oh, of course.
Yes, mpanfo e wosoro edi nkomo wosoro. Enti GBA fo no enso anamotu obi ahwehwemu na omo ye no maye mo obi ankosie owi hu because yenu no ma ayeko no se we si na yentu anamo bi amfa ho a yenu bia no so owaye na dwen so obefa boxing ese na juma no Papa ono so kwa obesua de mienu de afirim because Nigeria ni ba AC ye no anama ba ni tufa ho
okay
me so nei me be first me kon ho se me ba be boxer wo Ghana ye yie pa because ye nu ye wa fi Nigeria ni Gabriel yeah papa owo mama yensa e wo yere wo ho nti se sa asem wo yesi ni e jai ne se boxing nti normal because nipa gina ring ma otimi wudi a enye normal sa so you take measures ni na proper measures na you dey go ho ewe time esi ewe e ma nipa be gina ring him so oba be ko a nka sa ni o ma we na ntimi mama ni nye yie because say you say do ba bi kura nipa no Johnson papa itimi test he yetimi yes a test ni na nti say sa test we na ye ehun say Gabriel ejina na na so Gabriel fit say obetimi akosa about we ya nka ma mfie ndi ma ye mfa ye mfie say no we were 40 we were 20 something enti e man ba sa no mfie di papa me nya stress obetimi di mfie aka say e about mu timi fa mfie nka say o ye fit and panyin bi ko obetimi aka cha akra say wudi agora me metia because banyi chen o enti kwan a e fa so e ma sa asem we ba e de mo obi ama ne nkoda minister so de ne ho agim minister mfa ne say e Ghana ni ne to no
eno na Ekow Asmah kana edu ba bi e ka say ye investigation
na akoda ye hu ba bi e be kwa kofa say okan adwanto say ote ya obo ni yi dwanto ahene na onam na okodwanto na ma asem na wu kroma esi da bia asemba ye be pagya story na eni bosome na akoda we pagya di bi wo kroma adu ba bi no di na kwa akoda but eni kwan say ekokoda sa before sa we because of sports before brakoku anye untimi nka nchem say kosi wo ai arena na chi o hona ring nu ma na de ni si ye nti say si wo ring nu ma nkasa the question is say e dey na be masa issue na ba nti si wo ring no dey na ye yes never again e betimi asikra enya de ya beto ato aso na asi because they very very sad so what can me say enye sad na ade a da me no nya adwen very very sad the pass obi be kra say Obana Sports eti say wa beginem abeko na ne kun na chi no bout no kra nko na wiye na wetene ye say oto ho a when ye count when timi ansori biem wom say ebesi but any kwan say this time if say obema nipa na we a o ma na we o we no ebia Sunday na about na eba so nti Saturday wa we a the other day ni wo ho say nipa na betimi aba na wa prepare. We don't want situation ebeba say Ghana and Nigeria because of sports na pressure be but because of sports now be into the one say ewo baby when him say GBA for no ebe tie investigation ebe cause no bia ne ho wom bia so or respond to bibia no will respond to say the be ya ye be hu asem no pomasibre promoters are now mo promote this bout any mpanyfo a ewo Ghana boxing authority ho bia no enye ready say on be my investigation no I am mere because omonya ready
but say bout aya no mo bowo the Bukum Arena hon
okay
eno na ya na ye Max TV for promote
yes and na ya mo promote no eno so
mo bono say league no
yes so o hwe video no call round na ohu say omo we edem na court said your mo ma
me ni lawyer Moses Foh-Amoning any come say bad boxing no come harm dia one de onimu pa law good morning bibia boko there
well maestro boko adenye boko ebe na boxer be wu na ye boko de enye boko
no na we ne pomasibre na any saying as a lawyer any obi a favorite sports pa ye boxing na we di game na chi ache pa wo tietie nsem no ma match maker na ye hwan ehfa na asemi Ghana for ye defa
oh maestro medasi na mechi ya woni we chief oh but I don't even know where to start from because several years no me cut course and menya masoko eyebu I have decided to be very quiet because and some no doors. To be honest with you, let me start where your friends say Ekow Asmah and there.
Okay.
Look, this thing is bigger than anybody thinks. And because I've been a chairman of the board, our boxing league bakweko wo so no. Ye na ye sha se. Obi Onimbia more team boxing. We started it.
Yeah.
And our warnings, the promptings are the share is not few. When I came back in 2017, we put together a proposal. You can't say league in India. Let's limit it to the amateur sport. They are more professionals involved because professionals that regularly so many dangers are involved. I launched Fifth of Fury, very beautiful one. It's there with junior youth tournament. And you want amateur boxing league and you want professional fight night. You have sponsorship, DNPC, Ghana Gas, in fact, most people don't know, but Techina or winning Olympic Games, when took every Ghana, we had 250 amateur bouts. So bouts, locally with Ghana, and no do winning Olympic medal.
Okay.
Bronze, they here for 30 years. Even during COVID, people will remember we launched a juvenile and youth boxing, national youth and juvenile boxing team. A show just they're very beautiful. When in 2022 this new GBA management came in, so many problems happened. But because a seminar band you want your careful. First of all, let's bring Yemfa Yakoma Ebushiafwa Omodeshiano Epimo. Nijidi say, as you said, and I heard the GBA communicate, I mean, I will be a minimum of I picked him up, grew him up. I've been trying to call him. I agree with him that you're so bad down. But Ubisamia, I think, and I totally agree with your friend say, Ekow Asmah say, there should be a commission of inquiry to examine the whole boxing infrastructure in Ghana. Because questions are very relevant. Who were the promoters? League one and they promote. Who promoters are now boxing for no Obuko. They will tell you who the promoters of the league are. I don't know crowd of controversy.
I know your name say IMAX for yes happen.
Me pacho IMAX over waka
TV for no.
TV stage the men IMAX.
I just say
TV stage IMAX TV stage the men ground. And me pacho Max TV o director general of Norway. One baby echo. One baby echo. And in some of those, I don't want to talk, but there are so many issues around this matter. The GBA itself, we have a checklist, a regulation by 1998 as to a normal medical environment. It was a surrounding fight. Make me catch the one our chairman. I had to step in physically to stop several fights of this nature. It's an animal fight. I will be the only animal. That's all about one they are in the record. It even happens in the UK and the US. I got a lot of flack because of that. There was a gentleman called Azuma Kofi. We Ghana boxers based at 9. Ekow Congo UK Commonwealth fight. And the big trouble back home. And I investigated me started to say, so I think, and I'm being very honest with you, the government should use this as an opportunity to set up a commission of inquiry so that we investigate the whole boxing industry. And not because now because you want to protect the image of the sport, because boxing, sponsorship are here, yeah. Maestro, Papa, before we got the sponsorship from Ghana Gas, I can't say GNPC, and then even that bank, we have ADB Bank. I'm sure why any idea the Fifth of Fury you promote here. We had 250 amateur bouts, about 80 I can't say junior tournament. In order to protect the image, because you ask the issue of Solomon and then baby now you see in Kununo. The energy also because some of us had started to put together and bring sponsorship, we didn't want to talk about so many issues. The American said the urban area.
but it is broader than the minister and everybody thinks. So a good inquiry into this whole boxing environment, including how we license coaches, training them when we go into. Because boxing is a very specialized area.
Yeah.
So who name the science of the sport? A boxer no be only petty and only 8-ounce glove, only force bony paconity. If you Google British Boxing Medical Association, they don't back boxing in the UK. They ban boxing. So boxing is a very dangerous sport. The medical environment, and no matter what, before we fit, we have approval cards of the now I like to talk about urine test. Apart from urine test, you have a blood test. You run a neurological test on your brain. Sometimes we even run a psychological test on you to be sure that you are ready. But you were talking about the fact that age now, 40-year-old boxer. Look, I can remember so many of these fights that I stopped because of the age of the boxers on the main channel. Because one year, then the from just like any sport. If you expose him to a certain level of danger, no, easily on the main channel. So I'm just sharing these things for you people to see that Asempa no enya asem kotoa e wom se e wo se yebre eno ase na ye nka na enye but enhwehwemu e wo se ba ne ye hu nukure wom what they make no and the issues surrounding licensing of promoters, managers, even cornermen or a cornerman or a coach, but he doesn't know the difference between the midrib and then the head. Targeting and the boxer, how to prepare the boxer to, let's say, go for a fight, you know. So the science around it, no only, and the boxer no go proper, he doesn't even recognize it. The boxer will opera. Now, under proper training, uko training here, the methodology, never say, boxer no show science there, also stop a fight, you know. The guy say, Peter Sando, no, a famous Ghanaian boxer, Google, you see his name. When I was chairman, no, bars of a swap boy. Now, because no one it's near the into a buy also, he can easily be a 10-guy died, and I'm saying, Massa, I made a Oba, I was here at 2. One of one, and I mean, Chadi, in your scholarship, and Manoko, Italy, Ekow, how many months? About 6 months. Peter Obayan or them a boy, say, hey, lawyer, and woman of Ocean methodology. So the way a science student, Ocean methodology, Ocean biomechanics. All the channel. Yeah. Because you have to understand the body. How to prepare. And all these besides your coaches, you know, what sort of training regime do they go through before you license them? Cornerman, I was say corner, no? What sort of training does he go through? Promoter or promoter, does he understand the obligations? Because talking like a lawyer, yeah, situation here, baby. Lawyer for if they can sue the government. Because the government, the National Sports Authority, and the government, they control boxing. They can sue promoter, no? They can sue the Ghana Boxing Authority. Even the box and Robert will knock home. You know, there's a thought called thought in relation to death on the channel. Everybody can be very liable. The thought of negligence, but including the promoters of the fight on the channel. I made the Ubi Samia. I'm now looking for the facts. So maybe I'll speak my mind. But I think it's a good occasion, say, a commission of inquiry to look at the whole boxing industry, you know. They are restructuring here so that the people who participate in it, you know, open the requisite qualification. Football, so when you're coaching like that, coaching you can coach, but the boxing coach is a walk up more. Find out how many of them are licensed to even be cornermen or to be coaches. As of now, there were only one 3-star coach who will come coach at time. And my say, oh my 1-star coaching coach to get ready for our coaches here. So the technical, aspect of the sport, no any more. Sponsorship. We're running courses. In fact, we linked up with UHAP, University of Health and Allied Sciences, and we're running courses for sports medicine, sports psychology, dieting. We run courses. Go and find recently, maybe I'm not course structure in go. Some of the lecturers, PhD program. So if we don't enhance the technical base of the sport, it will problem. And then the medical aspect of it. on the mission, and then they promote it. What are the obligations? Who your manager? What are your obligations? On the mission, and the GBA itself, regulatory powers. First, now Ghana boxing, we were not an authority on the mission, and later we changed it to an authority. So I remember you to me, on the mission. So the GBA both regulate, we promote, and we develop. Again, I was one way. I don't want to talk because I might be accused of saying too many things. But there are so many issues. I was buying so that we can correct it. Because to say the
Ekow
Asmah. Boxing is huge. As a man, over 10 world champions, good quality ones. I quote it, Alfred Cote, Joshua Cote, Joseph Abeko, huge boxers are almost to carry the image of the sport. And if we take advantage of this opportunity, we restructure the whole sport we will get the money into the sport. I can tell you that as I sit here, before the previous government even left, they had approved a sponsorship for the amateur boxing league. And we are still chasing that money for the amateur sports. I think we can use this tragedy as an opportunity to address all these issues. They are share normal year so that the sport can move forward.
Very well. No, I know by better say na you do see and chema de ama no ye ni sopa. You better to also e watchiri.
Mr. Medash.
Lawyer Moses Foh-Amoning and now say ode ne die kakra so e de aba. I can't say bebrebe. Alabra na Lord you say former GBA boss into ono nim a year boxing nim ye pa. I say we should call for a year commission of inquiry. Na yenye boxing no holistic investigation and no ma e wo boxing no ojiri e pa say e kon kra enye kra when ni yadwene
papa menene yadwene pa because baby free ba no owum no nim said the boxing ne ho asemi na onimu pa se Ghana ha uyi obi agina ho se mo obi onim boxing mu din a obebo lawyer din enti so no eba abontin baby be kasa asem go ya and question bisa ha no science so say bra kwaku who is the promoter enti boxing enye obi the promoter ye dey we see kobe ya yi ni obi antwe ni ti wo ho
the boxing league di ni say IMAX for ya na
say nye ne nam ho say ni mo promote dey say be wura ho because say ye ne nam ho lawyer ne kasa yi a kire say you say bisa promoters no kwan mfa so a on promote you and over right up me nso me hu na e je say fight no sanction fight Nigeria for no che say it was sanction fight but no mo nim say ade e be ba so Friday and Saturday because I'm see away no na ni wait ne bro so
okay
no mo ka che ne say ene ye ma na nye de ento aso nko eno so na eno so wom
wow
nti okoso ne border no so no na ye ka che ne say sika na open ye de 500 be den
aka ho
ebe ka ho ama no na boxer ne kire say oba no wan fa hwe am free Nigeria ma wo okono kada na chi nti se nkofo na je atum so mo de bi be ka ho de a ani on jai ma na nshingo be
ma me ni senior Owusu Bempah so eni nkoba senior good morning.
Good morning, maestro.
Senior na wapombo ko de
Onyame adawo bi se masmo hoye
ye hoye pa di abani o senior hefa na ugina regarding boxer wa be lucy ne nkwa ewo Ghana ye ne lawyer Moses Foh-Amoning akasa ye ne Ekow Asmah so akasa hefa na ugina
maestro we de ka ma me kan sen ka on penifo mi no kasa wi e de na me expect aso be free but once our friend ma share etefo na idi kan ma me na masi na no ifiada de pen ifiada mo amoyo nko sabuto e kan fa so amo ja ne kwan ewo kumasi mo amode boy na mo buy o mo yes ho bibia na wi course no bisanfo edamasi asida kese ne de mam ni ke sabuto se do ne ba no patani na ewo no nti bisanfo ni na edamasi na the mechanic GB chance me see ade ana ye twen se datin ebisi enye si ye twen se bia ni da so se bompa ye se bi but wo hwe ne mani bia na ekoso no
na nyangwa se sa nyama we se esi se die esi e baby enche dia na boxer bi na fancy mo Peter Macintosh so be ka no
yeah
oni azuma na esa mo kwa kon sa na ko te mo be kon afi be enfi kakra bi ni menko hwe a akwai na at the age of 51 se ko ring mu na uhwe sebe the physical outlook how rugged he look and na say you don't have to be a doctor to tell Sakwawe on your healthy even for a warm up let alone a professional boxing bout no na ring no in terms of the program is what dan to kwani see na dey ten yen you can want to say ya me draw the attention of the host at the time and then some free GBA for no explanation by no said uncle Yibia na me your concern because over a period no but now better say Ghana for the small girl bosses me and I said na do go Australia do go London so do no idea ni we say the expansion media promoted the afa mo no do omoko omoko the arrangement is that uncle lose fight no enko better will be a record of it any steady enfama non family sana there were also allegations that the smuggle boxes are free and for also the Oma Baha Abekon wo bad the instruction is that the dia wo the Abekon we are be ma say you should match and na ho an and last answer na question na ya TV it was actually na me dey no purely from the medical point of view historically from 1890 ebetem ene boxes are ewo ring mu and say ring related injuries about 1,604.
Wow.
And to those days, on the average, 13 deaths a year. In worldwide, 13 boxes and ring-related injuries. It didn't make me ring most of you can say we no matter we ring. But if you look at the optics of it, they say we are born a ring more. The pega ni bikwa e go do hospital no. Now you're dead on arrival. If any DI brought him dead. And now, say no, Edinburgh for buy said the Ombeya rigorous and any arrangements that they reduce the rate at Twitter boxes as a result of injuries sustained in the ring. It is from 2000, everything 2021. 33 boxes in a year worldwide. Average of better 1.5 per year. That is a question. Every 2 years, it boxes near any. Yes, nipa na ewu the but also difference now 13 per year and 1.3 so the will a fat any. In the infant say a average of 2 deaths in a year and I say 1 death in a year worldwide. Let us say there is serious improvement. It will be improvement no. Say Ekow Asmah say be the siwa a DAC one in the whole world. Say the sea will come one. Let us say and seminar urban. Even between 2000 and 2019, 100 deaths, of which 8 were training, 4 cardiac arrest, any incident, and a didn't for kidney failure, and then a death of a woman. But the American is a swatch dramatically. He said, it is still cool, but not as an enable while in the year. So, what year someone, you be a spokesperson, no, a kaya. It what we say, a name of the Brewer and Pui. Boxer all back in Ghana, Nigeria and Ghana, I think there's about 45 minutes flight. Organizer may be so poor or maybe wicked, say, the engineer organizing even a ticket for him and his trainer. Apart from an Ababi group from Lagos to Accra, we are talking about a baby 10-12 hours. We know, and was so to come around cooking because Casemno near the end, and can you? A man named Asopo. What could do a flower near San Francisco number? And Sanema women within in between time, or more way, you know, a copy say, on the counter. They did a new deal, nothing like that. So a lot of they say, never be Aquaswa. Uncle said, you never say,
Asempa FM.
and my sister, the Ekow Moses, you won't carry a near mamma against it. It's a thorough investigation. And the dear, I was here. The investigation is not just meant to say, yeah, by any who should be affirmative, and the Chinas. But maybe the investigation the beboa and say and why mean streamline yenedi try near my son to qua galamsey to qua and for sanction here we say Nigeria boxing federation a boss no Dr. Juan Ladi for more interview he was emphatic say Banche no obi a man of crime so making if you abandoned by cat or different Nigeria or by it say Nigeria for no a man the crime so making based on which Ghana so the man the crime say omit my woman you say I'm very bit my fan but maybe say the beboa and at this stage my investigation and I'm sure even the investigation must involve the Nigerian authorities, the Nigerian boxing authorities. The committee in Ghana, we can co-opt a couple of people there. Now, said the Chinano, and Kobase, even autopsy, the Mac prefer say, Common Nigerian High Commission to be part of the postmortem. There are some more doctor be almost doing so between so appointing a man by joining postmortem team. Said the China, the results of the postmortem, no crabba, nice idea, and say. In Nigeria for Nigeria, and Kobase, oh, Ghana for doctors will be announced any authorities, and I quite what Gabriel Bukata. I hear this, Galamsey, the medical report, it happened.
Okay.
Even in criminal matters, no me, the report, no me, the 1 year results of the banner. Report the decline any authentic. It's a best so, just animal now. On my transparency in that investigation, but not just an investigation, but a very transparent and thorough one that involves two countries, representatives. Now, baby, you say, yeah, baby, horse here, a bono, a bono. You wouldn't be surprised. The big one, Nigerian boxing board boss, all kinds of beer, young sanction. A beer not even in his own office. The big one, issue shake certification because the demand bank and the buy. It is our process, no. And the Bemi and whether they also the responsibility be Nigeria for so and the way so because the Ghana for the council you put a certificate not to be and cat a man client. Almost my own Nigeria also they are my client. It could be so be one office for I had no Diama Bank and so on. And I'm in United Mamboa, I'm young about the mystery surrounding from the business. They're very bad, very embarrassing, especially in the age that it must sanitize the boxing to the sense that there's any injury sustained in the ring, perform. Then the Ghana the ready to us. And that they are in.
Senior Anope Mamena said, I'm in for CI. Yamen pa Senior Owusu Bempah and Anope Watinenka. A boxing issues no more. About to us near Dinkomo near Bisa say the way to go no a commission of inquiry and I say a quite best be faswa sa a ye oyini. Ebi ensign emetie heavy. But my main policy on the boxing issue na fi memra na mene Mo Shaban enin komo kakra na fi wia ya san back to the boxing issues na fi etime de komo. Mo ma chen.
Ojo so papa maestro.
Bibia boko.
Bibia come pa.
We okay.
Me okay.
Too much.
So FA Cup ni do semi final. Yeah, quarter from fixtures nature from May more 9th to 11th May no.
Okay.
And FA Cup semi final inti yeah but on say zone 3 for ni heavy pa. On say yeah zone 3. Golden kick fi zone 3. Omu division 1 zone 3. Atram division or zone 3 omu so enti yenya 2 division one side I won now zone 3 I semi final and so Papa Maestro for the first time no the ABC bia no 2016 yenye bi Ekow United call final against Bechem United 2011 Kotokoni FC Nania but omuni na so kwa na apart from Nania or 2011 no Ekow United Ekow 2016 when Jimmy Anjin division 1 size no and the ABC bia ni division 1 beko final enti is either a tram and a golden kick back over final. A golden kick a bomb from the elimination. Almost started so we had to folk more fee more do a quarter final. A sense of bomb home a common when I tells you say a more bomb home and share a year MTN FA Cup. And I make say some players are even doing Division 1. You come Asempa Bazakaria. Mumuni. So to make a final now, just about home from West African Football Academy, Okoidiana, Okobo TP Mazimbi, Obobo Mediama, and they at a point in time now Oidiana in the first round of the Ghana Premier League, second round, and Oko joining Golden Kick and ne modern bono Ewosro pa, and then Owusu da Costa, one brilliant chap for a year golden kick. Make us say on so about home modern. Then
Mushaban, hold on. Namen called Nigeria. Namne Kenny, a journalist in Nigeria. Mamen Koji, the very latest Omogada regarding Gabriel, the boxer. Kenny, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Charlie.
I hope you're fine.
Yes, very well. I'm fine. How is Ghana?
Everything is fine. Just that we are not getting a very good report regarding your boxer, Gabriel. What is the latest? What can you share with us from Nigeria regarding Gabriel, the boxer?
First of all, it was a very unfortunate incident that happened in Accra, where a Nigerian boxer lost his life in the ring. That was a big blow to the Nigerian boxing industry and to all the boxers in Nigeria. So the latest is this: a ceremony, an event, award ceremony was supposed to be held on Monday in Nigeria to honor boxers across Nigeria that have done so well from the year 2024. But unfortunately, because of the death of the Nigerian boxer, the organizers of the award ceremony had to postpone the award that was supposed to be held on Monday in Lagos, Nigeria. So that's one of the implications, that's one of the effects of the death of the late boxer, the Nigerian boxer who died in Ghana a couple of days ago. Now, talking about what is happening, the president of Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, that's talking about Rafiu Ladipo, that's the name. He visited the family of the late boxer on Monday, where he assured the family of the late boxer that they are going to investigate and find out what led to the death of the Nigerian boxer. So, just like I told you earlier, the body of the boxer should arrive Lagos today, and of course, autopsy should be done on the body by the medical team of Nigeria Boxing Board of Control to find out what actually led to the death of the boxer. People have been insinuating that it could be cardiac arrest, but nobody can confirm anything until it is said by the medical team. So today, we're expecting autopsy to be done on his body. Hopefully, at the end of it, we'll find out what actually led to the death of the Nigerian boxer.
Tell us something small about Gabriel and his career in Nigeria.
It was a former West African champion, one of the highly rated boxers in Nigeria. He had 23 fights before he lost his life in the ring on Saturday. He had 23 fights. I had 13 wins. Out of the 13 wins, 12 of the 13 came via the technical knockouts. So it tells you how good he was. He was gifted. He was talented. He was a very talented boxer, one of the highly rated in his category right here in Nigeria. It's a big name. It's a big name when we talk about the boxing sector in Nigeria, and it was a very big blow. Like I mentioned earlier, an award ceremony was supposed to happen on Monday, but because of the death of the boxer, the organizers decided to shift the award ceremony. It tells you how big the boxer was and how painful the loss is to Nigerian sports industry.
Was that fight sanctioned by the Nigerian Boxing Authority? Do you know for sure?
Okay, so to set the record straight, according to the General Secretary of Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, Remy Abodere, who spoke yesterday, he said they told the late boxer there was overweight during the weigh-in. They advised him not to fight the fight. They advised him against taking up the fight in Ghana. But because of the money involved, the organizers wanted to give him additional $500 for him to fight. He was on his way to Nigeria before he had a change of mind to go back to Accra to take up the fight. So according to the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, the fight was not sanctioned for him to fight.
Wow.
Yes,
Kenny.
That's according to the General Secretary of the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control yesterday.
But what is the Ghana Boxing Authority saying to your federation?
Okay, so I think they have opened a line of communication, the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control and the Ghana Boxing Authority. I saw the press release from the Ghana Boxing Authority telling us what happened. But then, like I mentioned earlier, I don't want to preempt the decision of the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control. They said they are going to find out how the boxer died in the ring, what led to the death. So after that, then I think something will be done. I trust the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control to ask questions. One of the questions will be, who the organizers of the bout in Ghana, why did they allow the fight to happen when they knew the Nigerian boxer was overweight, was not eligible, the fight was not sanctioned in Nigeria? Who allowed him to go into the ring? So these are questions that should be answered in Ghana. And like I told you earlier, I don't want to preempt the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control. I will wait for the outcome of the autopsy reports, and after that, necessary questions to be asked, especially somebody who approved the fight, who took him to the ring to fight when Nigerian Boxing Board of Control did not approve the fight for the Nigerian boxer.
Very well. Kenny, let's do this tomorrow. I'm sure by tomorrow we'll get more update on that particular issue. So we'll call it tomorrow and then we'll continue from there.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much. Okay, Yen Sanchoni and I say a colleague journalist, Kenny, and now to say, AJ update kakra, Nigeria regarding. As I'm no, Paddy, when I'm saying, pass me, when you're saying, as I'm saying, Nebano, as I'm no so pa. Okay, Mo Brasso na
okay, all right. Papa Maestro, dear Conan, semi-final near set, said the medical kind of Division 1 teams, a tram ni golden kick. Now, interestingly, weekend we own a mobile Division 1.
Oh, almost ever board Division 1.
Before the big game.
I know, a tram winning ye be share. Yes, I said we're winning a yipo.
Yes,
not from man fans.
Yes, Juma. Yes, I tram I abonum. Now,
Mm.
I saw FC Nania star nibi. On the Nania 2011 said the Abedi Pele and Kasankasa Jine Mubu Juma coach team the Kamano. Money and worker. I say a tram so bisa and a money very interesting. No boys no ball Mubokagawa, Richmond Apukum, more small boys in the Nomojibona. Nese ano dim panta tram so a very good team. Weekend we only golden kike di cabo semi-final before the semi-final and then so Kotoko di breku Chelsea semi-final before the semi-final. It's interesting. I set and once brekum Chelsea became film. Became team near very young but more future. Yes, from Adari Aziz, very young goalkeeper, Davin Yeboah, Isaiah Nyakun, Emmanuel Abana Muwenga. They've got some good talent. Meka say, and the next 2-3 years, no much dominate Bibia or Ghana and Brekum Chelsea on that very day. Meka say, the experience ni winning. All the Samobodu, FA Cup, the MTN FA Cup, yes, season na only form on 2021-22 or Sanji. Yes, into back to back, no, abon homeward into experience no and or Sunday going to the semi-final. So Papa Maestro, it is set in the semi-final. Obviously, Gebenya 1 Division 1 team or final. Said they make kind golden kick in a tram. The BCB about Quebec final. Then Yebesanya the BCB Premier League ba Quebec final. Yes, and here Kotoko Brekum Chelsea just set the TNA Stadium Ayeko witness. But Papa Maestro and Dra matches Ekow so Ghana Premier League no na Gold Stars ni Heart of Lions. Gold Stars Asanko League no stream the 7th time.
2-1.
Yes, Asanko League no stream for the 7th time. In TCC okuta 44 points. Kotoko okuta 42 points. Se Kotoko winning there Kotoko besa kwa akoda league no stream na 45 points. So when to me win na obodro a besa be 1 point difference between Gold Stars and Kotoko. Now say Gold Stars be maintaining the top spot in the league no so interesting. But for Heart of Lions points now my build and it looks like a title chase ni over at a point in time now Heart of Lions at the league no so but based on performance and they away results ni Sheda and Gold Stars take advantage over that and they Gold Stars acco 11 matches at home undefeated only winning 9 abo draw miensa and Oma consider just 4 goals actually 16 goals nti na say Papa Maestro ope team back kwa eba no home form no original and answer Gold Stars. The difference between Gold Stars ni Bechem ne say Bechem si undefeated will fear but then Bechem unconsidered goal but Gold Stars they were considered 4
Okay.
Enti any difference. And say goal stars so betumi akọ bebia ni akọ shego. Nanso so be win die. Idea bed in the amount into Heart of Lions saying any difference. Omuko Ekolusu that fixture. Then media money Basekoli stars. Papa Maestro, media my chances of winning the league in Asambe Mubium. And they open team back we will more top 4. A media Mawababa yes Wabada 38 points. Now team back that 37 Heart of Folk. You become game no one and media Mababa can't a year top 4 no until matches everybody and there. Any achina ye be wie no ye wie ansa na ye be hu bebi amediama ebeda proper either so be maintaining the top 4 no say the goal stars akoda league no so ye nim some be maintaining and also mo maintain no and so but second 9 consecutive matches so mo win back mpo.
Wow.
Yes, last 9 consecutive matches so mo draw me and say lose 6 enti Andra media masanche 2 goals to 1 but yet bad side we share Andra Isa Yakubu go or share against Media Sporting Club na go AF but yesterday we saw Black Stars right back Kamada Dini Mahmudu so or twat na the Media Sporting Club na Papa Maestro interestingly or a defender wa she goes to league no pa Obo league ni na ya she league ni top scorers defender wa Bobo Atoneta Kamada Dini Mahmudu Media ma right back wa she 5 goals in 19 matches.
Wow.
Yes, one say yeah na your call national camp ni Nyamanti no on to me Messi games we can total games awabo anka Media ma about 24 matches no but ono abo 19 as a right back. We share 5 goals. And last season, defender share goals pa Benizaban or share 13 goals at the
Lions.
Yes, Heart of Lions. Last 2 seasons, na Vincent Atinga die for Media Mano so boy 11 goals. So penalties new gum. Enti and also and but Media ma enti performance no as a Tanko Ibrahim ba no ababa system enti koyi na nyame aduma ende Kotoko, any Bekum Chelsea, El Babayara, and a big game. The last time I Bekum Chelsea, a winning game, El Babayara Sports Stadium against opponents, no, was way back 2021, 2022. And Omurini. Since then, the results have not been good for a year. Bekum Chelsea against Kumasa Santi Kotoko. Kotoko have had the dominance. And now, Adeba Kwa Papa Maestro, one say, Bekum Chelsea, about 11 away matches, but I hope no renew.
11 away matches. Bagobe.
Yeah, and that was a game against Nations FC. Okay. So Kaya na Nations FC I got 22 matches unbeaten. Since I'm about Bekum Chelsea never say no. Bekum Chelsea never say sa records no. And this time around almost say Shiabium. And a very very interesting fixture. Now, Adeba Kwama was one say almost bought the semi-final before the semi-final. Any MTN FA Cup semi-final no. But Oshe match Koso and then Samobodu any Dr. Prosper na Teogum any Asia. Now Bekaya okay say at 2021 to do Samobodu say Kotoko cannot beat me.
Yeah.
And first round no Ewo Brekum na and they draw and they 1-1. Kotoko Nedi can share first goal. And na Brekum Chelsea Babati.
Okay.
Yes, enti uhwe the build up to the game both sides no yes Samobodu we need just one away game no. But share a performance in terms of experience also. Now, Adeba Kwa ebe play role game no goalkeeping department. One say Oko Frederick Asari starting Kotoko be Cedric Gregory so ebe start ma Bekum Chelsea ono honjo. Oko uyi Samba Onela bube say ye Zakaria Fuseni. Ewo Bekum Chelsea we ye 2 center backs and they ban a performance as Zakaria they were both Premier League na che Samba so buy no ono so ache ne bobre ewo Premier League no so o hwe the attacker ewo both sides I don't know bia beka say bia Kotoko omo Kwame Poku omo Abet Amoa Awo Samson Eduku omo Isaac Menta oko Bekum Chelsea so omo Steven Amankuna omo Mizak Efriye and omo Sanwo Yimano Sapon enti almost that good attacker or meet me this Kumasa Santi Kotoko. And so of course and the game you know a very big fixture for both sides. Kotoko unbeaten their last 6 consecutive home games in all competitions. Need now so much go into a idea Bekum Chelsea was say almost to me come because Kotoko share into so person winning against Kumasa Santi Kotoko was so shente one game one I was say you to me monitor Kotoko will go top of the league if they win that fixture and they make 45 points now go stars ako second omo draw omo that second omo lose so omo that second so a very important fixture at the moment now Ochina Heart of Folk ni Nations FC.
Yeah.
Ebebo ewo Kaswa Tuba. Omebo Kaswa Tuba na. Unse Kasim Mingla Kasa. Also Besha Heart of Folk for the first time. Unse since I take over Nations FC. Only has about 2 draw and na we lose baako.
Okay.
Enti on share Heart of Folk da as Nations FC head coach. And last season ewo Abrankesi Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. First round no and 1-1. Second round no has Shom 2-0. This season, first round and 0-0. Enti obo Abrankesi or draw or call away na results no enko yemfa man. But this time Kasima Kasa or say or Barbie winning for the first time in Brantia no a year ready for that big game. Aside that Osan kan no Osan make a comment be say ne a year captain and Black Star centre back Razak Simpson Bejinem of say Razak Simpson so you are available for the clash and they 2 Black Stars players in the game no more. Benjamin Asari of Heart of Folk, Benjamin Asari of Heart of Folk and Razak Simpson of Nations FC. These are 2 players are mobile Bejinem. But in terms of performance, you know, and they both sides Nations FC away form, you know, ayana almost we need 5 away games. And one of the sides are more away wins and Nations FC will be any more away wins and Nations FC and the likes of Kotoko, Dreams FC, na a team of Motumakwa so omo co-opponent be omunsu. And once currently joint top scorer. Nations FC friends Faisal Chawete honestly available for the clash a year Ochina Kaswa Tuba and Faisal will be available. He will be starting for Team IFN and a year Nations FC. We Faisal Chawete if you are Christopher Nete will be available for the clash and then Razak Simpson Yaboni some of the circle 4 would also be available for the clash against a Heart of Folk Hamza Isa Hussein Mohammed Muninan so a players on that day no Ochina Theophilus Collinson Muninan players on BGM. So one big clash between both sides, and I'm looking at goalkeeper Kofi Mensah, Benjamin Asari, the Omit Media Babo. Don't say Oshe the position has Danamo 37 points. And your analysis we has a common 11 matches. That fixture we on the bonus channel lose game we are on that 37 now. And the possibility say I want to say goals are scored 44. And that's a Kotoko 45. Then the chances of a Heart of Folk winning the league, you know, because FA Cup, MTN FA Cup, they are out. And this is the only trophy you are making me cheesy for their fans. But say Ochina game, you know, Heart of Folk lose and I'm draw. Their chances no a bit to me. Ako for most I'll draw you one. Now if you top phone, Momu lose if you top phone, Momu winia, they will still be in the top 4. And so we interesting fixture, you bit to me. Then Dreams FC ni Bechem. Say Dreams FC see the Ekoye last 5 matches will be unsure more. Yes, or more from Bechem so form power, but it looks like Dreams FC and they form my Pijan and there or Kaswa Tuba or meet me at Chong Bobby against Bechem. And I'll be looking at how Joseph Eso any Baba Moore battle or Bechem defense war because Eso form part. Then one of the games I met so actually Karela and Legon City's relegation battle no baby a Karela da enye. And game we are dropping points against Legon City, sir. Then they will be dropping to the 16th place in the league table. And so a game back that one key player na me fa Legon City sir me share Alidu Mohammed.
Alidu Mohammed.
Bobo central midfielder Obubunia Alidu ewo form pa. And okay, last season at a point in time na class maybe show interest for Abrante anymore. And also form pa Imano Jemfi will be available for Legon Cities. But Karela coach Akasa na coach ni Kasa no they all can say or no we fear FA Cup no but the supporters ni per se or avoid the relegation. Inti Nuruddin Amadou, head coach for Karela United last season or G League. Edima FC Samatex or see the supporters in here so bit me avoid the relegation to the focus or avoiding relegation. So but before I make on one game I make one sem vision is FC Samatex. One say coach Christopher Nin be take over Samatex no you're unbeaten.
Okay.
League no Bian share no league no Christopher Enin taking over FC Samatex and Vision FC so draws no ya draw feel quite no board. Yes, fear as a newly promoted size no mo looks like young apostles and as a with me afimu kakra but of course one game wa bit me decided the fate of Vision FC I will say I'm call all out because season we results no schedule positive.
No, baby,
I'm so careful because we show my position on the league logger. They have to work extra because we share Vision FC. I'm 14th place. Omukuta 25 points.
Okay.
Into Karela Winia. Karela Baba Benya 25 points. Next Vision FC and we game we are more back. Almost back 15 for normal battle relegation. So a game are no better than but Christopher Nini unbeaten. A league in as a coach and then coach Nanajimai also can worship because a game went to me near or bit match or share doors or bo or near Jake could the second Dawson but on my first season over Padium was the team's never first season some the first season or Bray Tamale City crowd your band the first season or Kutuku Royals band the first season or Koye and Accra Lions band the first season now a Pamo win a craft that after 8 matches into first season the Oba coaches no back and you struggle but then ultimately pick it up now maintain a good position the following season ultimately battle for the league title of course you team about first season second season Magic League in the summer text and so you work hard in your first season to avoid relegation your second season now we pay a very good position so midweek fixtures no weekend about bet na Friday near discuss match day 26 fixtures I bet me akoso
na oti a silfree mensa the message way by was him from mount I say, Maestro, who introduced this guy onto the Ultimate Sports Show? He's so brilliant, very relaxed, insightful, direct, and analytical. He's a new breed and comes with unique style, so lovely. My regards to him. And Oti Esrifi Mensa at the buy. Now, I say the third Gattusa games, 2 days to go. Omube hostino ewo Cape Coast inti ayana pass by.
Cape Coast so dia hoye me yard into.
Yeah, was a pass by.
Pass me dan ase pa message no dia bana. Me dan ase ye be koso nso aye dwuma na bibia ye kama.
Was a pass by. Otidi otimi ye magic bia.
So dia unimu no.
Oh, send a mene chira bia wa agree. Anti OTS refidie unze no ade kakra bi na no de beat me.
Oh, you did there no.
No.
But that's also experience power.
Oh, say me did na chiache. Enti but no lead me. Or the Nioma Kakre beating was school.
But who's the Sia Bismusian?
Oh, that
was Sia Bismusian. It said your tear the Salah in the last 5 years, never Baba said you. Oh, tear.
The next 20 years, obey. We're a long way to go. Most of never does it. That's if now. Yede and also esi hormone abusia for a bad way e kan ho power the mega money wheel no e de aba wo de an say obe unlock 5 free spins e hormone na sika 1 million Ghana cedis e da jackpot ma bet way for e de ma en share kakra bi e na watri enu nti aya na wakai na wahye ne so e de amame na fe bibia so etimi akoy yenkwane yenkofa fisem no emre osisi a ye ba na fe de de akiri nyina no etimi e de atoa so abra Dennis Asamoah Alatula etrase intiwe
The Ultimate Sports Show. Asempa 94.7 FM and waso egua utie no mesere wo hye no so ma me se ebre no aso se ye de afisem no ebre wo ewo fiduema na ye tena se dia na ensem no de enkansu de de ebre wo enti ba bibia wo no na wabomode e de waso ene wani afemye esanse ensem dodo na na ese wote na wo hye no nso menim se ukọ Ghana afana nyina se yatena se de obia eguso a o monitor obia eguso a o hwese ensem a obeti no eye de eye enkansu esanse award winner tena se de ese wuhu ewo bout e course ewo bukum ema obi ehwe ne nkwa se eye Ghana ene Nigeria nyina no wa paprachi e de amaw enti de aka no ene se obeto waso no wakoso a monitor ebra adu so no ye kọ na ye de afisem no amaw na se ye ba fie de a na Ghana baby bia nsem no ewo bia no eho ne ewura ne yi edipie se de be ya onso obehu se de nsem no etienti Asempa 94.7 Asempa 94 94.7 live on Facebook. Jumedi no edem enye Fedi Agro. Oko Multi TV no so a. Decoder no baby a radio section no ewo no o de to ho abenya etimi amonitor. Esan se bibia ede na kwamu aha na Ghana fo nyina monitor oko obodo ibo nso a minim se do na nso aye krado ewo ho. Edino Dennis Asamoah ahotedi no enye Alatula intentem so no ye de afisem no ebro ene akoye Spy Wednesday no na say we careful na o monitor nioma eye yen start MFM free the under 15 team no ewo emamu ha omoni atrim ewo Israel na Israel na omoko no nya de say omoko busum omoko bo ampe football Mundialito Invitational Tournament no tournament etodwa ewo Israel ma kwanya nkoda enyanya mfie edu enum entwam under 15 tournament na uram ewo Israel etodwa ewo na we efe no enhyehye a omaka asidua sempo no sede be ya ye betimi atete nkura na nkura no nso atimi enya opportunities asi akan international level sede be ya betimi again international experience no ma compete in international top opposition tournament no na masa kwanya we aba nkura no ade omoni atwem Israel Mundialito tournament no omonso ekosi akan ama bibia entimi akoyie enti platform kese pa na nkura no nso enya ye gina so na ye this information we so amao na we dey support ene umpai bobi anso atankoda na chi na omo atimi akoti o man koko Ghana anim enche no under 15 Mundialito Invitational Tournament etodwa no na Ghana nso enya kwanya akopie ba ye de honsem so eto anim ene anopai Yemfi wo na yemrem ewo the Ghana Premier League. Mr. Our standing matches be etodwa no na match day 20 match day 21 our standing matches are no etodwa Mediema Sporting Club mienu Emma Baseke etimi antimu Basake etimu bako Mediema 2 Baseke Holy Stars Mr. 1 Bibiani Gold Stars so Kwando out of Lions mienu a omonso etimu bako elho etinura no our standing games in the week 22 1 no Mediema 2 Baseke 1 Bibiani Gold Stars 2 Pando out of Lions 1 after game no Ibrahim Chanko no head coach Edima Mediema editu just and the Merantie no come fast so see akan come fast so mototo nyoma no nani aso no very very proud of the players anora omusi akan yenti Ibrahim Chanko somebody to after the game.
Yeah, well, I think it was very good, and we had a lot of chances in the first half that, and we have to score 2 or 3, but we keep the composure, and then in the second half, definitely after the goal, and we tried to score another one, but unfortunately the penalty was denied. But I think in all we played a very good game. Yeah, well, I'm not worried. I'm only worried because they didn't score, but I'm happy that they created the chances, and I'm sure that the next time they will make use of the chances. And like you said, the only thing I'm not happy that we didn't play 0 behind and clean sheet, but I think in all we deserve to win. We create more chances than them, and I think the performance is good.
And Sama Ibrahim Tanko Eddie Etudra Breno Ekow Entitreno ye prechi kakra bi Eddie Amao na yasan ato aso yenhwe matches in ebetimi atudra wo the Ghana Premier League no and 2nd of April 2025 we are standing games into midweek say enetie Kumasi Abrekum Chelsea Ekow away no so akoto ache obo ewo ho Karela United ebetina Liu Mama Sports Stadium on Legon City the Duana Football Club ewo na Achimbe do the first number 1 park on a Young Apostles Vision FC and the FC Samates and Ewo ni Ajay Kreku the second sports complex Dreams FC Watuba AstroTurf on Bechem United and our Chinano House of Watuba AstroTurf no on the Nations FC so Eddie Bepim so the Director General of the National Sports Authority NSA Nidi Eddie Yao Ampofuankra so Yakona Kache near the Sempakra Atwen Nwa the ultimate show no so on Honorable Kojo Pajaman Eddie Nkomo or the two and say Obama modern say on this stakeholders ni na betimi atenase na omahwe kwampon betimi afa so na stadium ahore wo ma mu ha nyina no so no ebi atimi afa ne ntom pa Efrayenti Ensema the Director General of the National Sports Authority editor yanim
planning, preparation, prevention. So we can plan to get this venue upgraded. We can plan to get Babayara, Cape Coast upgraded. We can prepare with what we have and what we need in terms of bringing in extra resources, whether it's technology, logistics, floodlights or scoreboard. And then, of course, prevention in that we don't need to wait until cap knocks on our doors or at our doorstep before we take these measures. So we need to be proactive, and that is exactly what I want to do, and we've started doing. So hopefully we'll get the support we need from the various sectors in order to ensure we don't have a repeat of.
We and some NSA boss Eddie HI. I'm sure the sorry and some no one pay. It's I am running to NFA Cup. No, when him say MTNFA Cup. No couple party breakers say Mr. was not on the chairman of the committee. And also Eddie Kakra HI. After said now no memory day training in the question dano quarter final matches no etu dano. No see the parent for about for the semi-final yebo our team A Park no takwa yenti MTNFA Cup committee chairman.
It's a good thing to create mini festivals out of the quarter-final, semi-final, and the final. Yes, it means that we will have to do a lot more work, and then we don't have to have a match on Saturday. That's what we've learned. That going forward, maybe we could have done 2 venues, all on Sunday.
The ultimate sports show.
So, yes, it will inform our planning next time. No, we are having the semi-finals at Takwati and APAC, and Legon Stadium, yes.
Okay, enti eno ene ensema Owura Wilson Atta de eja yen ewa ha ya de no besi ho na ya dan ho aba ya ba ya de amanane de no so e de beto asisi a e de ama star 281 hash star 281 hash star 281 hash option number 3 star 281 hash option number 3. Now we are enter number of ticket na fisi ube disika no what you say mse do Wednesday say ya aya na ye che bonus no bebre na enipa 20 obi a ebefa 200 Ghana cedis 200 Ghana cedis na fi we are ye 2000 Ghana cedis me nsa so na yetumi ache ne kama pa na yede ama yebekwa amanane na yakofa amanane nsem no na yede Gabriel sisi a Gabriel the foreign minister etna say na yede yen tidbit no area share sisi a intiwe.
I'm the best in the world.
A private lottery company wabagana hana mfufuro kra omo po adwuma e ba cho wutusu no I ready a blue star na okutwa no what ase na udia sika bafu ana yede e ma won a blue star lottery blue star lottery ana no pay yedi ho dance e de ama won ba cho baby abefa bia yen containers ni bi esi hono mo ye kiosk ni bi esi hono mo uchawo number ni wi na ya print ne kama pa e de ama wo udi ya ho e na wo ba na wa beji usika eye blue star anopay se otimi nka na se adwuma ho na ye den e de ama na person ne ye adwuma kra na e kwan e da ho e no so be main office no e o North Industrial Area fry 0308 040025 and I said 0206 710-695 offering ya yabajo so na nkoma e wachiri bia no Blue Star Lotto ye no watimi adi na bibia so atimi akoyie anya no nkwa max buy e dey buy now and pay later so e dey aba ne dia ne se obebawura eye yen shop wono mo se TV na pe se air condition na pe ni nyina obetimi atam e dey akọ eno an se obetua 30% deposit e dey ato wono mo dia ka nyina no ye ma a flexible payment plan na bibia so etimi akoye e de amount enti anope wotimi nka a max buy e na free was say buy now and pay later I know de aba na sa offer Udru West Hills Mall ewo Kaswa ekwan da ho obenya bi afa Dakuman Junction Medina and afi circle eho nyina obape ekwan da ho a yebetimi ama obi na later wetimi atua na nkakra na bibia so etimi akoyi anopa wuti enka franyan 0594 091122 0594 011122 ofrenya yebejo so na fe enkomo we chire bia no max buy eno wetimi abosa nkomo no na bibia so etimi akoyi. Okay, yanko.
I'm the best in the world. I got my power, I got experience, I got do everything.
na holiday ni susu de wadi yeah akwa ibe say you have eat oh be fine you are back refreshed, re-energized, re-BIB.
Me say HSM.
Oh, BBI fine.
I don't can't say my
BBI okay. Mama Henny. Asempa bim.
HSM in your cry.
Oh, Asempa cry. Asempa can say we are soft.
Yeah.
And I wear old one.
Maybe no, we are bad at the assume.
Now you block one block. Any block we.
A warning in a feed warning in a boo.
Two. And I damn it, how I shoot. Two.
A boo, if you warning.
Oh, two. Now say, just say, you got another BS or her time one show to Toto. Make sure so call him.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, honestly, dear, so call him. Come on. Hey, Hovel. This all Hovel is yeah. Why you when you deep one? So what? Oh, come on, what do deep one? If you are, yeah. Oh, come on, but hey, you can say chuff. Hadripa. Bibia be fine, why?
Oh, why not?
Bibia be fine. Send ye we yamuye a oboa foforo no. Sa na foforo so be boa mo ye. De ya ho no. Enye say bia aye well, on pesa wo ye you. Wo ye yi nche ntia. Ba bia kodi no. No refund. Eh na nka wo nya yi dia ka we say we ka. Ye koda dada. But akohyem.
Chale.
Wo kodi mdodo.
Eh problem. Me say enre so ni to ya di.
Going.
Wone wo chire ni na.
You say no na
Bede no da. She.
The man hwe. Ya po abe kwato azo. But yes say few at yes say I be didn't hold there but on family.
Dia keka kwedi.
Aka say no so dia be didn't ho a say ye person few here.
Dia keka kwedi am say.
I say forget it.
Da bi o say yire no je.
No so why you say be ba no so kwedi say mo.
No na hard no but Charlie enu adende ne
ebetu ebetu be fine ye bo bi akwaba from Baraka de Sala live on Asempa 94.7 FM, the headquarters of Ghana Sports. Na wo egu so wa wo ehwe ye no and Facebook no so me so no atwone ye amano ne sam nemra so after holiday match we gasa bebre kakra bi na elia cancer for no so nya bia ye ma update of whatever is going on eje twato bruta ye intercontinental ballistic missiles na match next week champions the GTSimo ye ntena ha ye den ye bepie eti team for muntamu twuku ye be breaki communication by close of ne ma ho ba bia ye de the next Champions League na Real Madrid ni Arsenal match na nyen se sano then Barcelona so gina mu den the following day ni na bibia be fine fananka saka kedware ho me Eric Asiedu Buari Manchester Center paso eno akoko pie mu a we bold step pa na Arsenal etumi ye no we night of crucial game no more so betimi maintain one more position on the table I so betimi at watch Liverpool but Arsenal who na make omo gina mo nice so ball Fulham by 2-1 which must suggest the good thing and the good news about Bibiane Bukayo Saka's return to action after 101 days. 20 games I've seen from Canada. So when your star man is back and announcing his return with a goal, I don't know say you feel been in there. I feel been in there. A dribble uti area but sign the style BIB. You crew but tell there. Very in there. Me pedi ujino. Tell me pedi ujino.
I know idea here.
Say on pe jai so or pedi ujai jai so say yeah
sa
unti bi da
me yine
me pedi ujai no
me yine
me jaja me den so mu of just me pedi ujai no they say ben it is ana akoko ntinde the Saka is back 2-1 for us now and Otimu say yes e koye pa Fulham for etumi ebo adwuma kakra consolation Rodrigo Muniz na share but it was after Mikel Merino ashegoro na Saka e ba come na koye 2 anya asem keto akra we Merino the 6th goal of the season bad of fun is bad not bad but after the game Mikel Arteta kasa about the injury situation you say as injury that him ahead of the Real Madrid game and a game was said dear back was suffered this season your injuries man for Adrian Shadama I say the need to say they've been able to manage it well despite the injury they are second on the table and that's among quality team they be omo ekasa for injuries on serious Mikel Arteta.
The good thing is that it's been like this the whole season. I mean, you see Martinelli today, so we're missing 3 months. You see Bukayo 4 months, Kai 4 months, Jesus almost the whole season, How we have managed to be where we are with all those injuries. Ben White hasn't participated at all this season. Is what it is. But we wanted so much that we're going to give it a real go, and we are very excited for the next week. Well, you can imagine we lost 4 players in the defensive line in 1 week. So Calafiori, Ben White, Jurian, and Gabi Magalhães. At the same time, it's been a great learning experience, for us and all the coaches and staff to manage that situation. And at the end, the players are going to react of how we react to it. You just have to feel sorry for yourself and say, it's impossible, how are we going to do this? It will be impossible. But these boys, they don't give you the reason to act like that. And look where we are. And we are in April.
Hey, Mikel Arteta. I manager the Arsenal. So yes, already the likes of Gabriel, let's say, play in that particular game, and Ben White, Calafiori, just Timber, maybe sometimes Arsenal, never be saying injury to how much, maybe almost done. Well, maybe I see a team of senior. So they say, Master, Mompino, my hand, it's almost at so, I said, my bit, Liverpool, whatever think a book, can you buy the cry? 61 points and Fulham let's let Piako 45 points I also at here now the other game about so let me say some United there let me say
that team where they say they be me na me wa kuma me this
my goodness they are fresh from booking their place in the FA Cup semi-final. 1 minute bracket over your penalty shootout to par. Here they are again, Nuno Espirito Santos men. Another big step towards qualification for next season's Champions League. And a trademark attacking goal pa at Nottingham Forest. And the young one is Manchester United former player Elanga and a chess agono and counter attack kick pa nedim abacha pressure dear Mashu no cre. Pressure dear United DBC no for us so by me say shena na go and say so I'm say intent no intent no na Bruno Panya na yache na pimba na fa Casemiro I don't know humana no say obi antu adru obi antu adru humana no say it we United 13th league defeat of the season. That's very serious. What's ever telling a single campaign 14? Yes, I'm moving back. 13. A dross of the door. Now, Ruben Amorim is admitting, say, Charlie, United pressure who be that. Pressure so only time. I say players they will say there's no time. They have to act fast. There's some more fixing in time. There's no time for you to relax and share the team, David. Something need to happen and happen fast. Ruben Amorim.
Okay.
Our Jatum.
In Manchester United, you don't have the time. I will sing all the time.
Asempa FM.
We have to get it right fast. So in here, the pressure is too big sometimes. Listen, sometimes football is like that, and the pressure of playing for Manchester United is really big.
Hi, Ruben. Good to see you. Mason Mount came back from his injury today as well. Came off the bench.
Asempa FM.
And in one of the 2 10 positions behind the striker.
Right, I don't know someone. A chairman generally to drought to say yes. What's the time when you had dear, many time wa pressure so united the power to show me no much sunny mamuna near my echo. That's a very best sunny mamu. Yeah, more time was sunny mamu. And James says so tear for 2. One day said, or person born one or person born on some year as a bepica or so no him the oil. Him the oil, so Yaman Kui. And I thought such games that was squeezy win. They were born crowd, draw, be crack, and your back. Oh,
Nottingham Forest.
That's a hard dream. Forest will form there, but you know, mama says, Uncle Fonia Massa, as a hard dream, Pania, Dia. I don't know, I want some see it here, and then I pay the maestro. Apart from a year and not games near course on West Ham's also bro, maestro.
Yeah, I don't know what you find.
And I could use article.
Oh,
to say Tim Kuya Munina, Tim Kuya Munina, Tim say, and on a course society, it's Bournemouth, and only Ipswich Town that the Bonnie FOBO in action. Yes, hey, Ghana boys know, but I say it's good to Naya, but you beat my idea, my Bournemouth for Brighton, and Aston Villa, but Man City and Leicester City. With as a Man City to me.
Oh, it is a.
I say Leicester, you'll be a hen. Newcastle United and Brentford, Southampton and Crystal Palace. Then the Merseyside derby is on Liverpool versus Everton. Oh, Arsenal the omo record share Everton. My show. Everton there in Merseyside derby. Otimiya Petri sa you be no. Nanko see oh e be na kwanko see we premature ejaculation kwan go voi etiano ne de ekoso we EPL ni mu match anwa anya EPL para match score so na bi eto so ukopie mu e wo Spain e wo the Spanish Copa del Rey maestro na manoden I had him so that the 4 years stubborn papa mado de kire mo so da bi mo years stubborn so nkonko see na Tromeni shego bi maestro so many goal no share maestro it was Real Madrid 10,000 goal.
Wow.
You went through. But goes on.
Nam so mo keep records. Yeah, ubeden no kotoko goes.
Na house so.
Ubeden no.
Send no me dia ma wini.
Hi.
One more second goal no aye winner no. Toso ahen o mo goals in.
Na me say ubeden no.
Manu da Kenya goals do was 10,000. This is a milestone power and one more it's taking 123 years. Legends are best matches across domestic and international competitions. And then I do 10,000 goals. 20 yeah, the twice will be crab a caca when they say the bro 10,000 goals to some get to a cry. But still, maestro, the treble hope is alive. The treble hope is still alive. This was done in extraordinary fashion. Antonio Rudiger, extra time.
Not in a casa.
5-4. Some get to a now Real Madrid at Bukiomo spot in the Copa del Rey final. And Barcelona Bejan National Atletico Apo. So it is a possible El Clasico final. And it's a possible Madrid derby final in the Spanish Copa del Rey. It's a drama. We share now we at it. But broken heart ne by Abraham Antonio Rudiger Pimbono at the tomb. And then we wait to see how we able to me Akko because first leg in Atletico Nebasa. We say na almost so amu bogunsa. Almost bogunsa. Tiebe tenebeko. Yenti answer flicking ra. And answer flicking somebody to Ghana say adeba ko say the near the team ne hono. And he say obia are ready to win something. Okay. When the edge is there, you see GBB or say dressing room no atmosphere near good and near ma kuyi. Eti sad a shebo the team de popo sa no playing style be be kuyi sa na near Japan. Say see I don't mean preempt. But to who say baby no GBB.
The end of the season showed everything. So, but at the way our way how we go,
FM.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy. And how I said before, the team can be proud. But of course, I feel the hunger that they have to win titles, and this is how I said before. We try everything, we give everything for that, and we will see what happens at the end of the season. I'm really believe in that, what we can do, what we can achieve, so we can reach. And this is I think the most important thing. I'm happy about the team, how they're working, and also the atmosphere in the dressing room. It's good. It's very positive, and we have to go on this way.
The atmosphere in the dressing room is positive. We have to go on this way. That is Hansi Flick. And first one, no more ball 4-4.
Yeah.
Goes to Babu. It's a ne. Sometimes Babu says, it's again again. Mimu Abrena Guna Ayabaku baby.
Nemba.
I'm going to over 2.5 now. But when would your baby? Masa your best over show. Atletico say, oh no, you don't have a rest near the Monahipumpa. So the man they give no I dead. I effect. You know how a best to me, I call or immediate pra, like it's a 7:30 now. I test you when air con and Nimunia. It is the Spanish Copa de Rey and an airbus so hot. I don't want some airbar. Maestro Enra. And yes, Spanish Copa de Rey in a bus when the Yasha be best at so there was Empoli and Bologna in a Coppa Italia semi-finals. Bologna bought Empoli by 3-0 qualified for the final. DFB Pokal semi-final. Leverkusen on serious. Mutima many a belly for the bonnet come, you know. Emanity a canimo a bako. The 2-1 Leverkusen over in the Bemon Wato Bako a win or draw crowd with Tiate to the course of where they want some so ever. Oko Pimu Ewo France so hey. PSG afi maestro home you afi ase kuyi mama we di kuyi papa mo bogumu I am also in omo a cup game no mutime ebo adwuma pa ne ade enne de nie hyene so mame medical show de be koso yipi no mu dada but ko kopie mu ewo Italy the other one e baso in semi final of the Coppa Italia AC Milan and Inter Milan Milan derby maestro ano te pa na se komo che Bologna ne we buguso. So, Bologna no mako boy Empoli asay no na we eat Milan Inter mbo ano. Draw no mo ye ne say no. Case in fine Empoli. Na we suffer Bologna. Wo kwankwa. Nanka Inter AC final.
Kenya bad.
We wako boy dey bia ko boy say no na we mie ne ye bi ba kwa film za. Masa. Na dia fi Pokal semi final na Stuttgart Leipzig and so the boni ti be dia kira we say no so ebesi akọ ho enemo. Na ye kan sana maestro sana me koro wonim say City for Erling Haaland asem no aya critical.
Okay.
Na no sana na niam hyehyere na no Erling Haaland me hadwen pa for the rest of the season maestro emfa wabre goes no so Bobby won say plan plan despite we you can say the worst season. This or bad in the West season still was sharing impressive 30 goals in all competitions. That's a quality pomupa. Can you pre-plan the Hanwa? 30 no pre-plan 30 na chen obi dia bam anya some get to akra. It no dey by don some SO pre war. Arsenal I to Andre Batana. Arsenal ko fan ba new sporting director no.
Yeah.
Yeah, onya bad o. Or eye for good things. So no na Antoine Griezmann, Jean Oblak,
okay.
Kylian Trippier, Konogala last season on the Julian Alvarez and they were found in Atletico one and then buy. It's when you're bad. Or no, Thomas Partey. On the Tom Partey Arsenal. When you about sales and buyer, when you're bad, because Arsenal hoping say, oh, by no, recruitment on Beno, or by a bomb ye papa, but or Mrs. B. If you hold to I managed to answer them, and also dear, but most of them now I pick here. Got Thomas Leman, on the top of Lemano, and let's go share again and some fast so papa, your Felix so on one a turn, you also so and said that. But most of them, if I just now hoping that on base should experience maybe be a sweaty Makoyi and so Ewo Honor, Richarlison Abu, Tottenham for Tottenham so more bread. Oh, Debbie, see, Trent Alexander no Denra. Okupi mu training no Liverpool players na hwe ne 2-2 so hwe 2-2 say na some munim say Salah so enenam kwamko say so na Van Dijk so ko na de na ya no de oba training mu hwe ne 2-2 match mentiase
e dey no mu hwe ne 2-2
say wadu okodada no akwa say wale gwasi ko so ojina kwantia but ye no nkwa na ekọ adese ekọ mu hwe ne 2-2 sa na ye ne mo chare kwa so mo nchara nchare yi papa ne ade a Guardiola no ne ba no go so egusu ko sa ayi Cameroon ni Kenya de no ay serious o ye ba san bo ne biem ka se calf be football building na
sa
ai say abo wi ni ese san mo ne biem but goalkeeper na match to nya papa ayi Joe so benya video na mamia
live on Facebook
no on say even do bibi wo mu kra hu se ne obeye na fa match to no o man ye obvious do Joe Alianko o man ye obvious say ball no nam ha bia ya ball long ball no ya bought a long over no timi hu ba bia ye ko when you say boy if foul left no one said that to the one for right maestro enye
obvious on
no one ko bibi ni wo ya de akama yi ya no di match fixing mo ye wo be hu ana bra wa bre pa na ka say Juventus je no mo fitia no Juventus had to take phone call they didn't see it in the match so they had to take phone calls ne communication be a wo nchen asa na wo mu
live on Facebook
boy
oh where's the deflection
o de to mo na ba ko no wahu ya de yo akwana e de basa
deflection no
wa chi de ewura ponim
oh yeah sure
man binka
with the deflection
back also first pole the ball for first pole you man binka for first pole e ba no no huri say oh do say na do huri for pole no huri for pole so Kenya for goalkeeper no why eti udum say ya makati buy no on friend no but makati buy no ball na no boy no one friend no na ko for kasasa no we proving the right say sa akwa no nya papa when veteran goalkeeper pass so I just say Kenya for no fancy from crowd eti the CAF can say the match between Cameroon and Kenya will be played at a neutral venue to be determined by CAF within the next 60 days.
Okay.
Several players from both teams, several players from both teams, including Matasino, and a formal investigation for a possible involvement in match fixing. We will never bet it in rough. We will be a good swallow. The ball, but we have a boss or say a control fee. If found guilty, they could face severe sanctions. Yes, the Football Federation of Kenya is required to cooperate fully with ongoing investigations. Send a baby to matching for CAF will cover all expenses related to the replay of the game.
Okay.
Maestro. And yeah, replay I say we Cameroon for anya yinda na near boy ya san boy na. Near border say scholar na san na yende.
Oh, say replay there you need be ko honti.
Na say be say ghost na Cameroon shanya ghost papa.
Yeah.
Ndien san mo. Hey. No so be so na okay, what you know so check rank on no.
Umanya smell rat ne nko ade so mu me ball for.
Hey. Well, Maestro me ko Hilal for head coach no.
Okay.
Your friend no Jesus. George Jesus. Jesus or your popular Europe pa.
Okay.
And a Carlo Ancelotti sanko fu emi no. Omu ba ko be coach Brazil. But you see Carlo Ancelotti is the president's project.
Nene say yafa.
They said USA no a national project no World Cup no a national project. You see Ancelotti is the president's project. But the possibility of getting Ancelotti no before the Club World Cup no it gives you after Club World Cup or ya season na temo to mo ba bi maestro. It will ra ho ye Jesus no na ne ho da ya da kwan kakra.
Okay.
Ancelotti ni nya na ya because of Real Madrid involvement in other serious o. Enko to kwado wate. Canada ne for no Bayern Munich for no so Alfonso Davies plan no according to kwa
okay
hey Bayern for bufu afunya samketo a woni pa yabane no
why no
ya senchu eko no Messi bodyguard no
yabane no
for na USA no o se when one TNC park so bi
no yere djuma
to ye wadjuma park so sa wo book entire frame nipa no da bi ya se Messi bobo a sa no yomo so so Messi e bodyguard ya wane ba park so niema players thing na obi a bodyguard ba park so a obi so wetma agi say na yere na bodyguard ye bobo a ohun se obi ba no ntumri camera me fina no can you prevent o say e to won person so sa say be una ye Messi nti body be off the pitch fine nti ye mani gina ayo touchline ne dressing room na no ho e how dey obetumi but see e ball na te say World Cup na mu ye bi ye
ma invaders nti na mu ye sa no obetumi invade pitch no so person ko hage na say person
so you imagine the chaos I be see when obi ad the bodyguard ba park ne so a ni am way na perimeter na o gina ho kuntan na otutu ani te say aye oyi aku epe obi ache no maestro ya ban no we say form no na
say yo de ana
na bodyguard the audio den maestro
I don't know how no live Facebook page ni so
yes akwa no enye park so pe o yes Messi sabi one na yire hyedam kwa na kwa na gina pro na chi
yes wa
maestro is true
yes wa
hey to be Messi be di crowd test dia na nansa o de ne kra na ne kra bo fore
e bia na dwuma no e bia ni nyina aka ho
eti ushi ko da mu anu uti
e de ko da mu
ush ti o se Messi dia ne wo so be put mi bo promise ase na ase na de 2 months mani nkuminya was a pie no ya mi ame dia pie no maestro ma hadwin na me father ni harvest dia ni nyam dan ya akweti no yi ni nyam nyina afi ni so no just a few way later no na yire no a onya asem no obetu dwaso de na jai no e de abetu dwaso nyam
ai
Now I bring pansan on him miscarriages baby as I just say. They say we don't know if Danny Harvest and him and our Konya boy for fra. But why do you bring it at this time when Danny Harvest at prison? And they be much as
but so on say harvest Diana.
And you carry on in any way. On kind so. Whatever to Instagram say 3 days you kunu ekaso kunu enhu ni fi ye na fi prison 3 days was onyam e to onyam oni hwan anyam why this time you so fa nipa wo abu na abeka nsu asem ni nsu afori ni nsu asa obezo ogua nipa horoba Jonas Jaisa emfata ate master Mamiko right now Eliaka se fonya kakra Novak Djokovic dey no chena ye be komu yi sense small boy bi chia chena twa no say go open 100 title but am fam master am for ye bia amfa a che se akwa no kra no ye se match no so mo but odi ne let Abraham play and say referee ni say that match against Djokovic and even earlier matches the ground no na referee ni call lunch no say na me money sa this what Djokovic no
okay
what Djokovic ama Miami Open final no anya chairman de kra anya ne de me mama.
Okay, the foreign minister na Abuja Foh-Amoaning nka na alawe momra na yenhyase ni enkomo no ewo harmansa na eye abejefo so adwani na afi yetimi akwenim regarding boxer na issue ne what is lawyer Owusu Foh-Amoaning call for a commission of inquiry into that particular issue. That aye asem no edapono so aropeye to eboase edi na debate na say House of Folk mbo matches no ewo Accra Sports Stadium anaso mmo ewo Accra Sports Stadium no pay latest ayensa ka kire say expert advice kire say ewo say omo risk assessment with the Accra Sports Stadium enti anhwa matches no bi ani hwa ebeba so ewo the Accra Sports Stadium na fe o ma sheda de amampani for na ometimi aye assessment no na fe bibia so etimi akoye ene matches ne enrade ni nyina no eda eyepono so anope yedi hu nkomo ene kwa mishase horoma ala wa ibra na fe yenko
maestro me that say I don't know why the Accra Sports Stadium dey be sign about pija bi ma be show because me kai say when you ne car nya back and forth sana Ghana etimi asia kan ho no na sa atumwa ma ne chade san be bo obium there was communication say ho no yeah mo bo matches ho ye teams thing na feel I don't know why we are back here again because I know they say a year so you say it's a national team ebe bobora and you ho after that Black Stars game or other national teams say ball on there you are near tum that's how it's been but why who say House is going back to the Accra Sports and I was like hey wow what has changed and I feel after Black Stars game now we can play there. It's I'm not surprised about back said no they can't do it. I don't know who communicated to House of Folk or the communication that went on a house in Yarishim so bit me a ball or you know because it was legal and it's legal for so yeah I want to see is ahead of more university games be about
Eric this is the assessment the risk assessment omo ahwa omo eye if I don't pay communicate mensa can say GPL matches might still not be played at the Accra Sports Stadium for some time as infrastructure damage and risk assessment work continues at the edifice enti see na esi etie ohwa chale time bomb so
everyone who Obia or Accra Sports Stadium is aware of this. I mean, the rust and maybe Bree or why I mean, I just hope say yes, yeah, this is not the first time yet to man. I don't know me worry you. Well, maybe a new leadership team. You be maybe from Gomash to well, make me kind. I bet do 5-0. Yeah, too much. You be a reader. Yeah, too much. You be a reader. Then still we see these things, and we are not saying. We will cry to me, we are last year who ne man war chain and Astra sanity. Maybe now that year to win no. But you say the next national team assignment be do a cocobo hobby no. Now be a fat be do against Mali no. Now I understand ya me go see a kind of honomo. Ana Salvadana we are hoping say very soon maybe a club like House of Folk can they people won't be bluffing on House of Folk.
Yeah.
Oh, for want of a better word, I mean, any bonus so. But the intimate country was a qua, that be done, sir. And I can say, maybe me stadium. Maybe we'll get there because I think infrastructure now to be started, you know. Maybe I dream about, not dream Koso, not dream Koso Kakra, because the likes of nations and clubs are more. comparatively smaller to House of Oak no stadium. And say House of Oak was stadium like the Nation Stadium no. It's my house one.
Oh, can you bad? If you are saying say approved size in UK, yeah, ball matches or man, can you bad?
And it be sad you saying
because the say 5,000, 6,000 crowd. 10 people say, oh, bet you come on.
Bibi sa anya den matogbe wana.
Oh, bet me. Maybe you must start in a crowd. They will get there. I said the bear be drew on terminal now.
Very soon these things and say CDM. Ba pass on your dear. Say the money your dear. Enti ena okotu ba no so no has its own effect on your game. I mean, when you're on our plan or so, but you push you the Thursday, a whole lot. Sometimes when you are playing our own backyard, the name be brio or favor.
Yeah, to your advantage.
When you see Yama there, but there's a bit of football, no, say spirit abuse, a deal home, no vim be ultimately bonano. But one thing I Ekow United is how do you be? Okwa even do you can say oh yeah boy home now. Say more ko say price show say koko no. A high qualification for some time now. Say na you koko da hoda do. You koko ho na but for them sabe kan. You twapa so mu twetwa sports stadium mu do wa yenwi da. Na no me call kusie kakraka bia me hu no. Na nya asam ketwa. Bi jo no betwa mu shoo. Na me ka say kura. But the kura no ni podua no. Say kura podua different na kusie podua different. Dey na white na dey na koko no.
Oh,
no white.
White Podriano colors na nyepe.
Oh, I could see na white no.
Cha. Ekura dey na white o. That be really that so. Stadium dey na hoso ay bush nti na kura na ay be say dey na kura. Kusie ni so pa. Ya ta na yanya no. To so ya ward. So stadium kusie dey na ho be ha. Ko kusie wanyi stadium obe hu mirika tu pa. There. It's maestro. The good news we would want to hear very soon is say out of ewa no ade akwakobo. So naka bibia timi akoye. It was expected. I mean, communication e bia ankoye ma as the question was kwa Accra Sports Stadium after Legon. Into yenhwe how it goes. I'm affected your friend saying results are that is so has folk friend bia be CBC.
Yeah.
I mean, affected by hadring. Do by being hopes na sa babim say us can win the league. Doctor back but feed as a result no defeat twice on a draw biaba against nations. I mean, has a good record against nations. I mean, so we're losing nations there be since 2023. It's has a bit to be far. Oh, maybe I'm not picking it there. But to ask for the boxing as a media commission of inquiry,
and a lawyer call for. There's some rot in the boxing.
It is a good call, but has commissions and we no worked in Ghana before. Commissions and committees. Yeah, you be a man.
Oh, see,
especially with regard to sports. Yeah, you committee and I commission. Yeah, the name of Gugu Paso. Yeah, you say there was a commission.
2014 days. There
was a commission. Yeah, senior boss. Part of. The things you can see me and you yeah, fra. Maybe yeah, ebe kweti no money yeah
allowance ah dey bechi chamu
men kosihwe men ngongo kosihwe ampa so e wo mu say ye bibi change niema de by confine commission dey say na ye hu commission niema ne bi okromu ano the findings of the be ba no ye mfa nya adwuma it is a wake up call. And so I say the who na nam chene bi ni say e taisi ni just the way na ebu akam. Say ye trim ye wure ma ba bobo ma aye
but enye good me my worry is the minister unse wo hwe ni nioma odi good kata so obeye especially regarding boxing or interest of boxing ye be hwe dia regularize nioma ne ade a asa be hia ne se ya no how
test case. I mean, how he reacts. Until maybe commissioner call it for the minister and be nice so that ya hwanya fast I streamlining niema I change niema my boxing god we come home na me hwe no weekends near there omo per boxing maestro
boxing pa
and the energy no I know it you why you mo and the entertainment the another make away your body no when yeah ba in between the bouts no entertainment ni massive maestro gidi o
pa me tahwe bi pa
no day maestro another so I am entertainment no but no nkyere say there are no lapses in there ain't mean fire ni hwe e bi in the SA to say wake up call I say na hwe say some medical say box aye near my requirement before bouts be sanction no maybe yeah, you any good and fire and you and see anya for
you problem.
I and fast it is and I'm worry. Say no Obaha no so first can be kind of send the medical school years and kuyi. Okay, worry. Or the vim ne buy no.
That's why you overweight cry the Nigerian boxing board no class man and cosa fight no.
But I can't be on their phone. But no, so the point that no day so Bogan and Tribi, no day.
No day.
I know them. I say,
it's all Baku.
Every sector. It's not just the boxing. Other sporting disciplines, no associations. Sometimes they be paid. Say I'm sure the calls don't come. Say I'm feeling show be brave. Where the boxing for them wamba because na utie Rami Lamte Din I'm sure. Or you see utie critical here. I say something they there. Well, he's the communications director to some of the things maestro where so better communication adwuma or be spokesperson adwuma or to the boxing authority under the bus na maybe Owusu bisa na PJ bisa na bi ana fin so no kwadwo ba so bisa na bi na so questions ni bi wa na sisi so papa mame bibi o ho Asempa 94.7 so if minister say boxing ade ba kwa na ni so de hunu dia we
test case
ayi be say we fine case so what so be gure ma hwe na to niema
free boxer hwe Charlie.
Tragic. According to the commissioner director, my cancer he died in the ring.
No, but we able to make cancer.
No, ni pay we.
Ni pay. I mean, BBI you clear because definitely won't be man na ha. Or talk from now, but time let not to come that cause.
Whether or not to be. And yen shred yen neka yen muzene morally no. Aha, we were saying na nipa na wu na ensema mo kan fa ho na nya fa fa nipa na wu no na ye bisa say the Nigeria for na kane so na bi nipa wu en kaka kasa nsem no za na communicate take ho mane nya mura asem ha aso hiaba ese ehwe ne to ne ko de ma na Nigeria for so de baba ne de na say due diligence bi anya den ankoso ti yeson ya yeshi na ne profo e ka say lawyer bi ye wide ya case we eti atekura anti we de emhwe ne emfa na puma CBC na de we
adi Charlie umu bi na num kra chese
connecting snackers so there's another angle o kona ne hwa na ni no e black ne ko
wow
yes o kona na black ne ko na white ne sa no de kona chi
Charlie
is gone ti bi say me 50 years as yi ni na me pento kwa
but we they professional about I mean say
there be people bu ha na o be kodada to imagine say kwa ne buru ne kan say because we obon ko fi go but like even though o ka ho de no abobo ne bi elia no ko bo no ana ko ya no so ne trauma na no de but this guy obekọ trauma mu pa o Ghanaian boxer no he needs a psychologist so
journalist na meaning din komo wo Nigeria na the Nigerian boxing board no omo fast me serious omo so mo a lot of questions are omo pese the GBA and the matchmaker no ebebe answer edi bomb what you say and Moses Foh-Amoning so kan o say IMAX for a promotion bia baby no so keka kono na
o say well when say promoters near there na who are your promoter na be bolding you have said they've been doing well for some time now but Asempa den won't be new home film ko mo dem wagima ma amo how mo league no ne omo competitions na my like I say omo na come pa but lapses na wo mu no na e bia pie ya ko fa Asempa ba no ntia no ne dia ba Kasana ko positive. You dey chere mo ayi ho pa. Many abre. But be some question me answer question. Ready or the abre. But to aso na meba.
Ala bra na minim baby I honorable Kojo Banjima na nra on na your host with the Ultimate Sports Show so was saying yesterday I had a call after the program that the boxer was brought in dead in the hospital and he not just say
because papa so we say adie ni sia kan si mu bi mi
yenya doctors here
but who adie bia
but who share the situation
now can tell me say
maybe the community director is right we ain't mean pronounce it maybe a kwanu mu kra maybe honde mu say no
the oxygen ko si no so e hospital
o
say o modern ko no mu ye the oxygen si no so
mama mi wada
oh papa pe communications director asema kan no
and I'm say mama mi wada
papa ye wada
honorable so we honorable man honorable Kojo Baji. What's when you call free hospital or send nipa didn't do no.
And I'm so honorable me say.
And honorable
the GP communication director no. What's in nipa na ngu ho?
And to Oji honorable di and as Oji communication di.
Me honorable di. And
Maestro. Whether or not we were ringing him no. And near my yanya. Yeah, I'm about an about so. And baby, we can't also say ring name. You so call off.
Now, no, would you
hospital? Yes, so cool hospital. So we were ringing about on the due diligence. No, yeah, and son about an neighbor so as in Nigeria for a canon. No, you overweight. The medical are there or the buy and one partner. True, so you're fit to be in the about and now. No, yes, and your baby, ye. Well, I will. But near Sanshi, I want a Sanshi promoter. No, I did diligence Ben here, son about an about something. None is here. It is never you. It is my
main kind of quote from the Honorable Minister. Ruadi Amam Sisia, or say boxer Segun death wasn't caused by any Ghanaian. It wasn't an attack, so I don't expect Nigerians to attack any Ghanaian. Sports minister there or not so there ban.
Okay. Tragic. They said the Mark Vivian Foh there. Tinenka emphasize team na Nigeria Cameroon ni omo bono. Ni aka say team na Cameroon ni bono na Ekow Vivian Foh. Sabi na yakwa you. Aha, because early on before for at ahwe bia obi atwetwa ne bia o mu ane ade. Yen kase nipa na otwa no and I say aha. We no ne ko wa bagana na be ko ye. Ono a ne ba no gitum so obeko ane ade ade.
Na sie do enya Ghana fo ne kotugu no so ring nim se ye mo na.
Na mo se na Ghana ni ne ko de. Ba no mo ntimi nka se ba asem ba de a ma nya ha na okosan ko kan ti.
Obi abeka ne.
Anti the substantive issue na se ye. Whether or not Ghana ni ne ko ne o aba be wuo.
Yeah.
And yama na se ye ansa na about na ba so ne ade ade nyina ye ansa na obegina ring ni mu ana. E ba sa de sa e beto to sa ne ma na pempempem ho. So ka se mia no. So ka say Jimash no atwam ho wanyem otiate
tuntumi ni wa no
wanyem
yeso Saudi efiri
oje match no meje ye oka ha na obechi da bi me kura na me se me ko mafa me shirt agumi ko ho pie me pie no se baji braba ko aka ba ko waje wanyem chairman wona na nyem wo be hwakwala no sane
yesi wawu ti ba bi owu ye bi ade ye hia ni se wuo na wawu ni ye ye na di wuo ni ba ye se ye kan papa ye we no answer ogojina sa ntokwa wim ana de Nigeria fo yikan ne report o de ba na bibia ankyere se you overweight
goni na
baba wum because utia me lamta o so de ba no mo jehwe
na bibia correct
na bibia ye
wow
problem bia ni ho o mo je ye o mo so ye ne test wo kuro mu ano no ye okay
but woman who say no you overweight no so
weight in there say na we na mo na be kire
because
ebia na o skill no
zamana ma de
e mo de do ta han ne ogina so na ne kese ah na o fit pa o within
asem we hu ne e kan side
o within weight
tete bra kwa kwisi the yes ye hu ne promoter na hwan
oh it shouldn't be difficult
oh the
anything cry
it shouldn't be difficult
na promoter na hwan na kasa ma promoter no
anything cry o say
e se ni nyina ye hu
sentina ye call for a commission of inquiry the Moses ask for it some commission ne matchmaker no be a ebeba no be a can decide the story what I say
but it's a good call but na yes our commissioner and I'm sure dan see baby that's what I'm saying because we have a committee is if any ma dey be Google kwam obi aba be can asem ya kan asem wina we dey name go so from now on your boxing no say ne be no say ne be streamline say ne be no na enkonko se hwe that is my worry now be na 7 be no obi akọ free Nigeria fund the pressure papa
but the pressure
and international press no so fadene gidi
of course
who be man Sky Sports man who be ma peke story no ti we nya story e be bokosa any Angela Brafo so di fi bae no na lawyer sama kwakoba mu kra ma sam no kra agene sam kra very
must we always wait to say obi in 3 months and now no dey better football mu why na quickly advance security and safety protocols
Ghana
we are be Ghana be before floor boxing there who say na
betwen ma me fa nko nchen kakra bi na no na nsuo toy na circle ja ne petrol Why the buy say, hey, yes, say filling station, SF filling station, it has to be meters away from home. And says Ben baby any power. First 2 months now, get see a close be down. Why? Maestro, quite so. Okwan say fie me no ntem. Tower building me no finfin say near the abesha. Who says ye twa ho ye de nkyɛnsen atwa ho pa ye filling station. Be wi na filling station so shrete shen. That Ghana tie fire service approach BBC asana ye gidi menkai atie for yaw. After May 9th, oh, measures they go come. I feel say has to comment some bobo and I do. Oh, and just one referee, as I say, a certain kind of security as a court has no Kotoko games and a category A games near that. In area, we are back here. I'm a BB class and see my awareness the security wasn't enough. It's bueno, we say, ya beg, oh, a magas jam, 3 months for Mecca, maybe before Frasamba. That is how we are. I mean, as some of my, yenka ho hwe asem maya yenka ho hwe maestro ti se BBC dia na fe dia tu se mra okrom ha sana tie sana be kokoti mra no e dia ba so that is it. I mean me yen hwe se bi fa bit ma fima, but maybe it's a wake up call for the Ghana Boxing Authority.
And I'm say wo so my quiet kakra so shaba ne me ne Nigeria ne kasaro ka shem say o mo expect body no e wo Nigeria no pay.
Well, work is ongoing. Be on my dean, but I won't say I communication director and Kasa. So I Kasa on behalf of the whole authorities. I mean, we can also say some my dean on because for 2 days running and then Kasa back to back. And how it's going and all that, and what steps they are taking to make sure somebody who what really caused the death. Very sad. We have the Nigeria by and man and I want to album. Send more emotional with this Babel Kakra. Normal saying you have Kuban and Bania. Yama, your braba Quidi, Bafilia Bush, and Phillips Naman Chain to triumph from perfume when he braba a perbia obey with this and Yambrassos, then Mana and Bana. Oh, tell me about Coco's Uncle Connor.
I don't see the idea.
The book goes on Connor.
As I
say, we are no yen mind to open a mountain when I can amount. See, some.
What I do to
oh, my, Papa, she's there. Oh, mom's already not a Sembi show. Oh, no, dear, no, yes, you're worried. Girl, for the past 5-6 months of 3 mammy be girls on the mamma and some casa. And time who you know, come on, Neka. I'm going to mammy interview. No, so what I may be 5 months grade, you'll be unflamed, you'll be as if you have been Nabuja until yes, all back as a crano, or any man or no me Nabuja for Cosona. No, so I'm on Casa. I did bravo to say your box idea came. No more than Macan, as I got Tiafa by big, can't send me far from one. Send it be said, or do no, or do what animal to do baby cry. Yes, $500. $500 account. No, no, so about the cat. A chilling yet. No, I can't say Massa. I see a sure saddle.
Maminti, a minister, dear, no, Yenti minister, common Kakrebi, we are, yes, I've told her.
Well, first and foremost, clearly, the death, as unfortunate as it is, was not caused by any Ghanaian. It wasn't an attack.
Okay.
So I don't expect Nigeria to say they would want to attack any Ghanaian. That I don't expect, because it wasn't like the boxer came and Ghanaian fans or somebody attacked him. The only issue at stake here is whether he was sanctioned by his authority to fight or not.
Okay.
And clearly, if you listen to all the narrations, including the message from his original coach, the boxer defied anybody stopping him from coming for the fight. And the coach said because he's an adult, he cannot be stopped. So he went ahead. So clearly, I wouldn't expect any such reaction from Nigeria or anybody. If it had happened to a Ghanaian in Nigeria in this situation, I wouldn't expect Ghanaians to attack any Nigerian, because this is not somebody willingly attacking an athlete from another country. That was not the situation.
This is Sporty FM.
Okay, anyway, enkomo kakra minister ede etu yenim na ye free ye sister station hwa ya boss kakra ede amamono Eric Brian na say Asempa ni yan
when they say na communication e ban, it looked like yana Ghana for the for Ghana for then a Ghana for my money look is a Ghana for na kuno and see say at say almost yeah Ghana for be sour never but if they're thinking and they say Ghana for any BB and so very retaliate but so that is what will come. I just hope say be papa bit investigations I would a cost any more diaba as in mebo menko meko men say no a banner Asempa say I managed to young no ono ka se menko meko memma member no all those things na decided the coach nika no yeah due diligence beside na any force no say o say na mani nyina kra meet wo overweight wo nya fit wo nya se wo nya basta bra me enko e ho na yeso ya so be ye no and nyina bus na best stop it or GB
of course
the GB na bus na best stop him. Let's see how they react to this come master no ya edin
of amaje
Kogu nya
na oye
ami adom
gede nyame ase of am say boxer na se media ye wani misem dada na wasa follow anope na lawyer Moses Foh-Amoaning say call for a commission of inquiry because as a former chairman of the GB and say a lot of things cost what the GB and ensheda inquiry of you say yeah commission of inquiry na ye delve deep into the issues of the GB a bit me abo also on one time boxers ni bi kra ba omu fie kra otimi stop you omu ene ade when a lawyer Moses Foh-Amoaning adwene regarding the issues for boxing ho aba no pe
kwaku mi da se mami mo we no tiawa because more issues
House of Folk
yes
I know
I have issues come here say the football fraternity in Ghana is not treating House of Folk well. I have to address that. Mami, address you in first.
About me too.
And chat a tier for Ghana for you. Alaji Bulamin, Waba, and
Alaji Mente, Alaji,
Wabanka 17. And also, Honorable Kojoban, so
yeah,
the time come up
and Roba,
Jumapa, Namenda Abdusalam Yakubu, so I'm
meant me,
yeah, very colorful.
There, come on.
And attendance on the heavy.
There, come on.
Yes, the heavy. Nanasi.
Okay.
Kwagu, why commission of inquiry now?
Why now?
Why now?
Okay.
It appears to me, say, you call for any such thing. Just have to range NBC.
Exactly.
And Sandy are calling for reforms. It pains me that we should think on those lines. What do I say? Asempa we are. I find another calling for commission of inquiry to look into everything about that is what Brofo.
Yeah.
Let's look into all that is about boxing
activities of GB.
Should we wait for a boxer to die before we call for commission of inquiry?
Maybe I'll say be so trigger.
No.
Well, we
all know the ills of boxing in this country. Why boxing has gone down?
Okay.
What I say?
Sure.
So why are we not calling for this commission of inquiry long while ago? But we have to wait. We went to Brazil in 2014.
Yeah.
Young name DC 2014. DC Yentino young call for commission of inquiry.
And na commission.
What I say? Yenu Bema. Yami fani crazy. Police kubuya. Oh, safety reforms. Safety, enhanced safety. What? And to BBC, where's your boxer into commission of inquiry?
But the bit major is okay.
No, we cannot leave it like maybe point in say, if we had established a certain commission of inquiry into the ills of sports in general, maybe all these matters that appeared, it could be pure. Ama. We crank him. Wow. Yes, I need jack reaction. No, so fire service approach. No, wow. And no need idea me a hammy.
Okay.
But of course, I'll call for. I agree for full investigation to be conducted into this matter because several questions are unanswered.
Yeah.
Now I was seeing an answer to all those questions. At this stage, Medobia can be no air speculation because we have not fully established what went into sanctioning of that bout how it came about and all of that. I think in our individual account.
Okay.
We have not had a firm decision or firm, statement. It just said this is exactly what happened and this is what caused the death of the boxer. And to me, the Hamika Krandi say GB I silent on this up to now.
Am I quiet?
There should have been a press statement initially. Say ministry Kofi Adams atro bibiaba wa commiserating with the boxer and Nigeria for politically that is what it is.
What in the voice na me boy ntisiano
na me ba ne de mante
sisi e went and your mama sign more money minister and come out the MIFA.
Well, first and foremost, clearly the death, as unfortunate as it is, was not caused by any Ghanaian. It wasn't an attack.
Okay.
So I don't expect Nigeria to say they would want to attack any Ghanaian. That I don't expect, because it wasn't like the boxer came and Ghanaian fans or somebody attacked him. The only issue at stake here is whether he was sanctioned by his authority to fight or not.
Okay.
And clearly, if you listen to all the narrations, including the message from his original coach, the boxer defied anybody stopping him from coming for the fight. And the coach said because he's an adult, he cannot be stopped. So he went ahead. So clearly, I wouldn't expect any such reaction from Nigeria or anybody. If it had happened to a Ghanaian in Nigeria in this situation, I wouldn't expect Ghanaians to attack any Nigerian.
Okay, Honorable Edia or the buy no any animal.
The question to the minister is far-fetched. They shouldn't have asked that question. They shouldn't have asked that question. What I say? So far, no report.
Okay.
And I say attacking.
I don't know many journalists back who crack
attacking Ghanaians in Nigeria. I say you train you kusi so. I'm a dear as a Nigeria for you. No more. I disagree with the questioner.
Maybe almost grounds in TMB.
It is not a question that should be asked in public because it can lead and trigger reactions.
Okay.
One with them, now, the minister he's right. And the question of the boxer being an adult and therefore will be intimate to opponent. No, it doesn't come in. The boxer is under a management.
Yeah.
What do I say? And you can in boxing you cannot decide for yourself.
Yeah.
And the boxer why the sisters here no, and those around him are agree. Say they should be the first people to answer certain questions. What do I say?
The matchmaker, no, baby.
No, even the management. No, I agree.
I need the coach.
Those who accompanied him from Nigeria to Ghana. Agree. Said they will go and fight. No, all of them will have to be questioned first. What you say? What led to the decision for them to agree to fight in the first place?
Okay.
They should tell us why they agreed to that. It brings to question to Ekow Asmah also angle now. The buyer say. Is it true that Brania Mona Mosca?
Asem no. Who says it Brania Mona Mosca? You didn't want to because you didn't win it.
The Brania Mona Mosca, I was here, yes, Angeli.
No, but before can say, I don't know.
Brania Mona Mosca, after you know, go down. First round crisis.
They are promote to Ghanaian boxer.
Now added to the.
But so who they Brania Mompo Cradia. Now the who they now underlying condition be there.
Maybe the boxer maybe underlying condition because Osha video no cry. Yeah, I said that on one the general now or Konechiko pass it out. And the American say there should be some investigation into the matter,
okay,
and established, and I say to establish why the whole bout was sanctioned, and why this led to the demise of the boxer. Okay. na yɛntwɛn further investigation bɛba.
Okay.
Sisi ani the entity na individual accounts, but the silence of the GBA is too loud. The silence is too loud.
Okay.
But this time, at least a test
statement to be
commiserating with the boxer and the family and Nigeria Boxing Federation and all of that. I was saying Keba. Now, for Omasho Ghana, for say they will launch an investigation into all this whole matter and let Ghanaian public know the true facts of the issue. But the way Omaya is silent, that is what is leading to all these individual accounts and speculations and all of that,
Okay.
Until if you say GBA should be up and doing, they should come out with a statement.
Very well. Kobe Martin.
Kobe Joso.
Na ohuye.
Oh, nyame adom ye hoye.
Maminti we ne enkoma minister so dia ba regarding the boxer no. Moses Foh-Amoaning say young call for commission of inquiry and ehun sem bebre.
Menyo da se. Chetie for. Say can boxing asem na nka brofo kasa de anka ye wiu. Because oil authority boxing hall.
Former GBA
president boss. And I know the worker why as far as boxing is concerned. Okay, Martin League.
Yeah.
Onona or the Martin League by
the Fist of Fury.
Fist of Fury. On the boxing day. When you move pa the time produce world champions we pray. Minya Masanso ti minya ko Ekow Asmah.
Yeah.
Me che ko so kakra. Matiti nkomo bebre akoso so ase fina no minya Moses let's dwembo ha
lawyer yeah
questions so bisa I mean many interview no extensively and as me tea honorable Kojoba Ajiman on the same issue and omunyina na am lamte and the kasaya say the issue about boxer ni will ring him Kwaku, to be honest with you. Yentimin kasa boxer no ring him.
Yentimin kasa on.
Now say obi wa. Who to me or the detective say obi ewu.
Debbie. As a medical.
He said in the hospital. E bi cry ye fan or ring him cry bi no kokoma we dem. E bi onam kwan so ko no wi a we dem. Just a medical proof NHS nipa na wu. Nti se nipa no cry no ye say bi o twa hwe ring say ne ye nyina hu video no. Say ne call ye na. Certainly, but you better say we no. Ayaresabia. Because when your medical inspector be on be check a pulse, on be check on near check. Yeah. So be croko. There have been instances, ye dey obi o high in the hospital. Esu no we. And so be do on your case we there we are crans and more never. Because we oh, you wouldn't because on your expert. So you wouldn't know so who are now we. Mpatwa tia say. It's a GBA for no issue about say you didn't call hospital no we no na there no I will not be call them and that communication I mean lamte at the bar no may I will not say he lied because omona ohwe na referee no account no eno hu sa kwane nka ne ho eno okọ so ne sa
yeah
eno hu say there be situation the woman no a different answer na man for
video ni ma me wo
answer na man for eba no ba no mo dey try so mo bie na no
mo bie na num
nyina so what I say nipa timi sensen e bi kura no hu ye eno so e
okay
what I say obi o timi sensen so no hu ye obi o timi sensen u bie na no kwanye ye so no hu ye odun ko do hospital e be can resuscitate no
yeah
and it doesn't necessarily mean so wo rank no na there AC I'm so we need the a di kan kra bi esi wo ekroma say ya bo obi amana wu or ranking and I will be a boxing or boxing or ring mu na wa twahwe a ye de nakudu ayaresabia wa frim eso na esi bebrebe na no ada UFC sa kickboxing akwa bi sa oni obi kun sa ono so obo ne hwe forma yenso no mu o de ko hospital a kana na okọ is it saa ne yamani nyina mre wo mu se unya sign krata so ube gina ma akontokwa dia ewu nso ka ho we wait me abo ba bia be ka. That is why I do a medical examination here
very important yeah.
There have been instances ekroma ye the boxers bebre about kroma bi kra is we dey person dey promote your boxers near the mobile mewa say dey Ekow Asmah kan
bebre
asi bebre bi ye nya fi na ebodin Everybody to me say boxer we there was some pounds in number. You're born 1-2.
Say no my guardians will lose go.
Ah, said yes all ba obajiska. We on nam yourself flower so one when your friend say masa ska need be aka ho no. Oh yes ska. Eh ska nti no ba yo. E wi ase bibia ye be risk. O take risk and anko yi. And ageni sem. Menim say omo promoters no omo promote by bout no. Kwaku any boxing protocol bia because as far as I've known boxing el kromano protocols I also you follow omo follow. And me sure say we be different.
Okay.
Bia no it is unfortunate. Said need a film. Oh, there see. I say maybe the men kai Cameroon for ya. Mag Vivian Fo Gina Park is no bushy wuye. Ebi ni ken. So what I say because the thing is that Tamana Mag Vivian so called boy officer medical no be any so strong. No strong. Your name says here you say cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Obi timi bushy onyare no.
Okay.
And tell be quite nay yeah no medical examination you know strong. But the general range in man kasa no cry no. Which when your cardiac arrest. No. And they see se BBC say ya e wo see nya abotre. Nigeria for ne de omo kan de omo timi akon asem. Me I've spoken to people close to GBA.
Okay.
Almost they are dealing with the world body. Because protocol is an world body na de cho. So what I say it's world body no and I also need so why you sign warrant is about boxing they obey me.
Okay.
When I work sign boxing abo we a professional boxer and you obey me we also can wait me them and I Muhammad Ali do we not Parkinson disease no nyabi or one also no boy because you are born in 3 months I say I can't sanity boxing idiot unya jitum say boxer I say waja tum say bobo unambe timi abu.
But from that point I say why overweight inti ensesenka fight no kroko no
why na can so why overweight in the instances boxers say call omoko bout ma omo reduce weight ebi okra wonidi ebi fasting reduce weight say na be timi make weight no wako nti when they gina okaso or why overweight
Nigeria nkoma omdi
na Nigeria for no they can determine it okay omon fees or overweight for that weight category but omon nim the oya answer no ko nya ring no ebia for you know no nim say opeso make weight nti no when nidi and ebia on ma do bi say so bete eno so because that is part of boxing edu ebia obi ho weight ni so say no also force to make weight no otimi akontokwa. And it happens. Who boxers, professional boxers, that's part of the minimum no omniscience sanity. It is the show about overweight there is neither here nor there. Or enra no when funny say 80 kg. And now I tell about 65 and now 70. Easy.
Okay, you know so.
Let me see. You know na brofo na can we be say commission of inquiry.
Yeah.
You could manana commission the ados. Brofo we didn't can. No one said can, but the crew commission the ados. There are protocols. Is there any breach of that protocol? Or more promote to buy about. We can do investigation to find out all these things. Box are not buying. No. Medical report or they buy away. All right.
Okay.
Me what I've heard from GB and they say they've been quiet because I'm pay autopsy reports. What I say, I'm person munya autopsy report no, so that they can come out with a statement.
Okay.
As to the death, the cause of death no, which for me is in order, because they yenim di kuno.
Okay.
Because akwanu wo up at the end say blow na ball no.
There be trading.
Ojawa ko na chisa no tehwe. Like I'm saying, ebi onya cardiac arrest. Inti ye ko na so no eno je timi tu bia. Say wo ye boxer wo, so ye hwan we timi tu bia. Eti ni yentwen ma sa yenu that stage no. Now we shouldn't be quick to judge and quick to say other things.
But if I say, "Oh, Brian, na fa o matters ne bra, na me wi am ma copy so far on so dey embra."
Kwaku.
Over.
See, league ya ye boy. Be a league na do sisi ano. Obi anya league na obaje.
Yeah.
And no team or club must be disadvantaged. What you say? She say it's becoming pretty difficult for House of Folk to pick a venue.
Yeah.
To honor their matches. through no fault of theirs. Legona Obienim say Bobo. I understand, say Ghana Football Association I try my Legon authorities and they say they intend to host a tournament. It's under 15 under 17 tournament. And they should prepare the stadium for that tournament. In this case, Legon authorities have blocked Hasofo from using the stadium. And what it means is that Has will have to find another venue. They turn to Accra Sports Stadium. Maintain and say Accra Sports Stadium is also no. I think there is some sort of misunderstanding or impasse between
Accra Sports Stadium. The latest NSA latest on Accra Sports Stadium. But say GPL matches might still not be played at Accra Sports Stadium for some time as infrastructure damage and risk assessment work continues at the edifice.
But
we NSA update on their
update is saying. They match update.
But Blasters
match edifice no
edifice in no Blasters match
but Blasters will be allowed to play there, isn't it?
I
think sir, the problem is not what has been put out this year.
Okay. Anyway,
no.
Okay, because we from a very reliable source.
But from this also from very reliable source, nature say the National Sports Authority wants to meet Ghana Football Association for new terms to be agreed.
New terms,
yes,
of course,
to be agreed before they will release the stadium for clubs to honor their matches there. 80 and the Ghana Football Association so I say to choose a venue for the league, and GFA
and a club now.
The GFA is adamant in meeting
the
National Sports Authority concerning this particular issue. What is there for us to do is for us to go and meet the National Sports Authority and see whether they can meet the conditions that they want to set out. But initially, the approach in the buyer, and still they are insisting that they want to meet Ghana Football Association. And that is where we are now.
Okay.
On the mission. And this problem must quickly be resolved. Say a caneno, DNA existed before now. And fetch National Sports Authority enough funds, enough revenue.
Yeah.
And I say there is new condition. The clubs must go and face the National Sports Authority and see whether they can meet the conditions. On the mission. And this thing must be done so quickly because league, I can't how many matches now. I can't be 8 or 7. And House of Folk is in contention, including even tomorrow's match as a Kobono.
Yeah.
I believe, say, change of venue, no. Well, Ebi has kakra, because it is like playing your match not at your favorite grounds, but playing it away. On the mission, even Krano choosing Tuba Krano is a disadvantage to Nations FC or Bar. When you say, okay, additional cost from traveling from Accra to Tuba.
Tuba for Krano, almost for my.
Tuba for almost
that be almost more community games. I'm say parking a community there.
I think has management, if we have my management anyway, should quickly go and see the National Sports Authority.
Okay.
And as for this particular, say if now has in venue, the FA has no option than to call up the match and postpone it. They have to postpone the match. Sanya sa, say two banners sunya available. Because Okotema so vision as a match. Vision will match in there.
Okay.
What you say? And you know, you resolve winning now. I think the FA should call off the match because all that is happening is not at the instance of Asufu. Has in your bonibia.
Onye bonis we ni venue no.
Oh, maybe. What you say? Well. Structural defects na what Accra Sports said ebi ni Kumasi.
Make sure say be Kumasi.
So why have they allowed Kotoko to play their matches in Kumasi and not allow House of Folk? Meanwhile, these two teams, and me fan say the engine of the league.
Yeah.
What I say, if you deny one and allow the other to play their matches and deny another, meanwhile, matcha. Offer the full capacity of the stadium. You need chart. You release the stadium for in spite of structural defects now warning. You release the stadium for people to attend. And there are large numbers.
More than 30,000.
What I say? How many people now has a folk match in recent times?
3,000.
So why should you use this as a basis of denying House of Folk the chance to play at the Accra Sports Stadium? Now Accra Sports Stadium has become so prestigious that we have to be very selective in how to honor matches there. Why? And I think say I will say a question still. What you say? Me yaw a very good friend. Before say we need to sit. Maybe he has a good case. What you say?
And honorable Kodo Bande ba say structural defect, you know, because of Accra a ben seen into and no ye greater change.
Oh, no, yeah, born
me say in spite of the sea. In spite of the sea. Say sea no. Where
point in
that's why okay say produce medium for
what the problem couple be manam go
so we already
Chad ya de Chad no epono ko Ekow Conakry, Ekow Guinea, Ekow Tuko, Anna has a bobo, Epono Begina Stadium.
But I do offer a year structural defect
at this moment. It is not about any structural defect because you bought the match at stadium to capacity. No, you are doing it, but releasing the stadium cannot be denied on the basis of certain structural defect. What you say? Ghana Football Association, if House of Folk is not getting a venue, it is no fault of theirs. Sienya postpone the match. Okay. And has the media as also Accra. And weekend, I think say Legon Fornesi weekend they beat him about. I think so. Match say weekdays and now this a weekend beat him about. Yeah, more media match on Sunday. Legon. They postpone we tell you be find solution to this matter. And yes, you bet mama nations are back. They can dress and go to the stadium. Which stadium ground Omoko?
Too bad.
There could be the other person who say, community games. I want you available. Because I think
that is what I got from Tuba. You didn't come over. You didn't come over. You see, with the of Amikano. A bar say, Diano Kobayano, who's the general secretary of the FE, issue, Omo Deficias and Omo and Tuba.
Yeah.
Okay. So, of course. So, we also did our own inquiries there. What I say. And we were told, say, Tuba is available. You have Tuba because Nkramo 4 boys in the year community games. Almost a park no. You see for the community. You see my Premier League. Just dreams for Owusu. It doesn't mean almost here. So they will not give it to us.
But if a woman consult,
me problem they say. Me problem they say. If na omo craft akoma legon for. All right. Say omo prepare park no for. Sa youth game was one. They didn't know say yeah the premium product of Ghana a Premier League and Ghana has a folk a Bobo Accra Legon Stadium and that has a folk a match hall. They didn't think of it. Now time we had that arrangement, you know. Did they also consider say there should be an alternative place for House of Folk? If you know, and as they didn't look at House of Folk. And the FA didn't think about a club league and House of Folk. They know. No, so whatever because someone a chokoma legon for no. Any legon for agreement. Meba. And my chokoma was a movie issue park no. Indeed, if they cherish and they omuhu league ni say a idea on prime product, do you think say FA no be the omuye no? E ka FA no be the omuye no. Say mo chokas akoma legon for say mon prepare park no enu nti musumunim say has any alternative venue.
But omu be host under 15.
Omu be host under 15 say omu stadium na omu dia. Me no kwa mentia stadium na FA dia. Lagos stadium na FA dia.
Debbie.
Na fe yes any agreement aye bobo mo say into omu cross na mun siesie ho e mamo
any o sen kan legon for no trauma efe ni se nyamo dia
no but me dey any say efe ni twa koma wo mo so mun siesie ho no omu drink collapse na bobo ho no ana om de mo interest nkwa no mo dwen ho go e de ni de suban be na editi kromai just obi aye de ho to no Accra Sports Stadium de ya ye kan structural defense no mo kan e de here now no ye bobo na structural defense ni o ene na aba kwaku
yeah
ene na aba na
there be nyene
house of folk ye boy in recent times e bomb match any percent ever ni percent me nye sure say in recent bomb match ko ni pa 5000 match is in Crawford he
ni pa ma
ente no say structural defense be no mo kan wa asem
I think so.
I
think so.
If they don't want to give it to them, yeah,
solution.
The solution is
solution.
Me free say this structural defect statement. Small screen. And yet, the truth.
Of course.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yes.
Joel,
I'm trying to believe say of our seminar all can say terms no almost some over no. Me sana me agree.
Has to meet. Just say it has no revenue. And not Ghana Football Association.
The meeting be uncle, so we didn't be am saying meeting because between us and Penny for.
And almost all friends. Why no committee? And I didn't see it.
Why no call?
Because Enra at a year.
Why no?
I spoke to many MD Kasai. Yeah, he didn't tell me about any meeting on the same topic.
There was.
Okay.
But it was really.
Because Nipana Bubudin was NSA and some stakeholders, including Alaji Akambi. What's your message? But
I don't want to go there. They say the MD and the office staff should go and meet the National Sports Authority.
I was almost taking at that level.
What you say? They themselves should go there and meet the.
Okay, chance Ben any go for no. Oh, they say when one for time and no crime Maya. Young family got times in my boy matches no. Oh, they say every new crown and they say Sally gon terms no for mine.
And they say should charge us folk on
legal terms and any farmer.
On legal terms we can a little bit higher.
No young farmer. So because you're someone Canadian.
At this stage, baby, a league in a drew. House of Folk is in serious contention.
They just
what do I say? And nothing should stop House of Folk from contending for the league. That should be a bit Makobase because you're free. Yeah, regular venue and the anti
and offer there's some so hard dream crowd and say yeah can't about venue until the focus of the team. Psychologically, it will affect them because many say Ekow straight so say Ekow grass so they don't know. Now who are FA now organize the league now yeah dey we now to movies that dem na ye. Mo win class number no. Obi free Kumasi aba. A friend saying Abrankesi meboa.
Yeah.
Nations FC. Ombefa ka bankai. Enti omo bada ben.
Match na eba so but omni say nations friend nim baby ebebo.
And we are sure say FA communicated to both nations and
omo communicated then say e boy.
Say baby ambebo.
Omo say e hinfa. I no say e boy. Because
me who say when your venue.
Because Kenya venue a. Say ke aba nyina e kan wasem radio so. Okay. Because fans no omo pe bia
let me say we have agreed on Tuba.
Yeah.
And I no pay so aba say
Tuba ni dey available. You forget.
Dey confirmed.
Me see Tuba ni available and no me din komo anwumre. Oh, that was my can. Now we said a very serious issue. Because as kitwa ni can no. A very serious. I don't know more me say Tuba no cry no. Me ne some dreams supporters bi omo ho. Omo cry boys no more. No cry na e ka tell me. Say Tuba ni dey nya dey bi ntimi say venue ayempe venue. Guy no cross the say near Yanko Tamanu town. I'm telling you. And that is the situation.
Tamanu town will be an additional cost to
but that is it. And you know, minimum the entire FNU train a youth competition more than your Premier League now airborne. FNU train youth competition more than your Premier League now airborne.
In the circumstance.
Okay. As I mean,
the FA must postpone it. They should not even allow nations to come. I'm postponing the nations.
Now,
why?
That
is the only thing that the FA should do. Once we are resolving it.
But serious issues or mobile normal resolve.
The management of House of Folk should go further and see.
Yeah, on any management. I'm going home because a national stadium. House of Folk can home. And also me you too. I don't know the Accra Sports now to say the okay Kumasi or structure defense in Binio. And that and they got to go is now the Accra Monzuma in you. Aren't he? I'm not just saying. As you know, be our cabin mine. And your crew man, Oh, we do be a want to
count. You will be ma. Powerful enough.
Sisia na akotuba abasisia. I say MCMO yes Sala Galabi.
Me as well make me say me din komo na visa me boa. Me say me din komo boys in Muslim community na ho no. Amo say astrotef na esi ma omo ye esi ama premier teams. And your ombabom community games.
I think the FM has considered cancel.
Now what the FM omo ye. Momo dream Lego mo junior mo ball Lego na here say Premier League na ye bono. Na mo aka say Lego for say omo close you say enya we bi mo ball. Motio mo so na motio bon ha mo say ye kwa. Mo na ye kwa na ye tie ni ba bia ye ko. Say ye twin publicize match no kra na supporters abehwe. For men no be peme na man for a frame come near ball hin sa obi ani ba bia ye ball.
Ma send your message for bi o we say please tell Maestro the game will come on at Tuba. I am a hotel manager at Kaswa, and Nations FC has fully paid everything, and they are on their way coming. No, so they. But Bakuna corner minya no. Say Kaka. Was what quiet match be and no venue media or quiet match be on but we're beside the stadium manager no or say another has match no.
Oh, Messi, me man didn't come outside my soul. Now, minimum, I'm going to
what it means is that Legon is denied. Across was denied.
Denied. 2 by 9, Uncle Boy.
And he hasn't going.
Young Boy, put mine.
And I wouldn't cost go pa. A nation's
young cockra, young cock, young coach,
what punishing young cock? It will not be proper.
But I was saying,
young cock, as the way Israel has a moment.
I was a Ghana Football Association post any match,
Debbie. Nations for no so much to cry mobile.
No more to mobile, no more paying money.
I'm not for say because what tema, ABC.
Nations for Kobuku Hotel.
Oh, two ban.
Free Caswas and Kotema. I want to trust our course no.
Well,
no, it should be postponed. That's all.
Diamuyano, maybe Master, the main Tiasi and say. Any names your league matches or no much Mikachele go for no say you need other alternative venue available. No because you to near prepare for junior TA. Mentias here. No, and your government cry.
That's so very saying now.
I mean, I was saying now
at the moment, they make my resolve and say National Sports Authority should lower their insistence. Now has on a match no ho
but the FA no kwa no omo chokrat an ko no of amintwa no omo na wo se commune National Sports Authority kasa se estremo ye na you int mo bo no ha omo na cause omo ladies adien na commune has
the FA not prepared to meet National Sports Authority mean just
edeni just a mo cho de mo pe na mo ye mo nyen class na on club league ya boys caprenim Liga yeboy capre binim. Clubs ya na ebo ho ka omo siketua, omo bibia, omo players, omo bibia. Clubs ya na etua. Mo de mo chibo office, mo so na etua mo ka. Mo nwen clubs ne ho. Mo toa, e na mo ko bo ha, e na mo ko bo ha. E no ko na mo toa office na mo ye. Na mo office league ne hia mo a, e ka ma ye de mo ye.
You text message back kan.
Wa no. Na ti kroma na obi a ye de ope. Ye de say the football na some san de mo pe na mo de ye. Am ne mo bi wa mo ya, e wo say mo hu say de mo ye na enye.
Okay, my message, my message to me, I can't message you now.
Oh, can be about kind.
There is a view on myself, me feel takaka.
Can be baby, I can't.
Maza, the Omuya, the Omunya cry.
The message in you on myself, me feel takaka.
Bring it.
Mankind. Okay. Way every okay, message way.
Money pa brother. Ya netia. Oh, kwaku he asemo enya asem kitwa o. He asemo etia se sia ye nim babia na se bobo. Enti ha supporters ye nim babia ye ko hebo.
Nyabuche. Menya message from the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association. Was it Adena meet supporters? I mean, house officials and Nkasa because Alaja can be no more grounds so many where the game will be played.
I'm say boy. What you say? Oh no, say boy.
Ose Alaji ya.
Dabi ono ose boy.
Onu de onfa venu ma.
Nada no one farmer.
Ose Alaji.
Dabi nada no one farmer. Onu no send him say no one farmer mo say ya Alaji mi ya we say bebo ha. No one farmer.
But Alaji
no me see ada no one farmer ye nya Alaji asem. Ada no did message ni ma no. Say Alaji can be nim no. Ada no one farmer say bebo ha.
No but say officials in him say mo bebo.
Official ben onu why general secretary of
officials don't know
Alaji why me MD ni baby bebo no. Me MD ni baby bebo no. I'm telling you. Me say me MD ni baby bebo no. I'm telling you.
Omusa Alaji.
Me say me MD ni baby bebo no.
What
are you talking about? Anybody no say Alaji nim den. Asema na kan. Yeah, Kasama here. Masa Asema nya asem keto na kan.
Me I don't want to go into to that angle.
No. Yet yeah, House of Folk, yentimi nya flyer kra. Ndi so muni man kan nya flyer. Ye bo match nya flyer. House ye bo match nya flyer. Ko social media handle ko House of Folk say I publish our match na. Ye venue.
Case bi wo hono ma utimi so ano no akogina no.
Any venue be.
But some so munya aware some officials ya aware say venue na mo bana.
Official be na maybe say
official
na wo kan no. Official communication. Official communication. Uche say official communication. Other na official social media handle. Omo fa ma say bo. Because your bomb match. Your flyer number. Yes, circulated to all the platforms. What are you talking about?
As what?
Because meeting pictures I'm
who is the real official? MD is not aware. When we are talking about official.
Say aware. Flyer ben never say boy. He has supporters. Say be but no can change. Maybe you supporters and them. Yeah, he has supporters. And me say unim course amanya. And run in unim course amanya. Mo pay baby ebe venue no bisa
away come you cry no
unim course ayenya
receiving calls
aba for bisa say ebe bo no yin na ye ni man kan keni nti officials no mo ni other officials mo no be no man kwa ne be ha na ana say bo ne e bo ama supporters
kwaku
wo mo nyai sa de
okay me patcho me ba the general secretary said the MD knows. The MD.
On baby, all the on can change. All the on can change. On can change.
Okay.
And the general secretary don't
you. Nations sponsor your national way. Free nations for no.
W. I'm the general secretary don't you for venue. W. W. Now church on not known for venue.
Communication now.
W. Compliment you. General secretary no send this and you. I know can say the MD knows you have about Tuba and never Accra and never I don't know.
The point is.
And now me matters I'm the buy car. Wait me and couch am the ba. Make matters pa.
So Obiatin was say. Tina a friend Accra so folk no. And intra but any team kitwa. We should not be treated the way we are their trainers. And yet team kitwa. And intro. But has to focus on the team that should be joked with. There is no institution in Ghana here, high or low.
Still I general secretary no for my. On family no my.
Nobody should underrate the might of Asempa. Nobody. I am saying this and saying it more. Sir, House should not be treated as if it's a Division 1 club. It should not. House of Folk should be treated with a greater sense of priority. House of Folk matters must concern everybody in this country. And they should not look at House of Folk in their parochial eye. They should look at House of Folk in their bigger sense. Because House of Folk is big.